gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the ride. Before Cam got the shit to pop, the doors closed. I felt like bad boy street team. I couldn't work the locks. Now let's go. Take them back to the plan. Me and my mama hopped in that U-Haul van. Any pessimists, I ain't talk to them. Plus I ain't had no phone in my apartment. Let's take them back to the club. It's about an hour, I stand online. I just wanted to dance. I went to Jacob an hour after I got my advance. I just wanted to shine. Jay favorite line, dog, in due time. Now he look at me like, damn, dog, you what I am. A hip-hop legend. I think I died in an accident, cause this must be heaven. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. I'm sky high. I'm sky high. I'm sky high. Sky high. I'm sky high. Sky high. I'm sky high. I'm sky high. Sky high. Back when Gucci was a shit to rock. Back when Slick Rick got the shit to pop. I'd do anything to say I got it. Damn, them new loafers hurt my pocket. Before anybody wanted K-West beats, me and my girl split the buffet at KFC. Dog, I was having nervous breakdowns. Like, man, these niggas that much better than me. Baby, I'm going on an aeroplane, and I don't know if I'll be back again. Sure enough, I sent the plane tickets, but when she came, the kicker things became different. Any girl I cheated on, she just skeeted on. Couldn't keep it at home, thought I needed a knee alone. I'm trying to right my wrong, but it's funny them same wrongs help me write the song now. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. Sky high. I'm sky high. I'm sky high. Sky high. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. Yes, yes, yes. Guess who's on third? Lupe still like Lupe in the third.
Oh, well. I don't care. So I mentioned sushi. I had like, I woke up. I was like, oh yeah, I said I was gonna stream. So I ran to the store to get sushi. Wait, what am I doing? Where the fuck is the... Okay, right here. Okay, there we go. I mean, it is a Monday. Dude, I hate the fucking days off they're giving me right now. It's like, oh yeah, Monday. Yeah, that's the day like everybody parties and likes to stay up late. Is fucking Monday. Thank you. Where the fuck is this video that I wanted to watch? I wanted to watch this Toastify video. Let me see. This one. Are you in trial for Lolcow Live? Why would I? Like, I don't think my personality is suited for something like that. And number two, it's like Keem is like an exploitive fuck. Like, so why would I like go into like that kind of like business? Why do I go into like that kind of dynamic knowing I'm going to be exploited like that? Like, no.
So does anybody remember?
All right, let me watch this video. Criticisms of Toasterfy. Let me see. Okay, everything looks fine. Boom.
So does anybody remember that painfully stereotypical Asian guy that went by Doc on the radio?
Wow. Oh, golly.
Yeah, turns out he's a pedophile.
Keem's a chaser? Probably.
You see, I'm one of very few people that'll actually tell you that. For some weird reason, there's a lot of people that are covering this that have never said that. They won't say those words. There's a lot.
What was the age gap again? The age gap was like, Doc was 17. Oh, this is probably important. No, I mean, he's going to bring it up. Doc was like 17. and like the girl was like, was she like 13? Like, it's fucking, yeah, dude, that's like pedo shit. Like, what the fuck? He looks familiar. He's Gilded Poo. Gilded Poo. He does like lol cow fucking bullshit or whatever the hell, whatever the fuck. You know, it's funny. He says he doesn't do like the moral flaggy content, but at the same time, it's like I can't help but notice like the majority of his videos are just made to call out people that he genuinely hates and thinks that should be called out. It's like it's kind of moral flaggy. I mean, I'm for it.
A lot of things are actually
I'm making
not
a moral
saying.
flaggy
Not
video
only
right now.
What they're not saying, but what they're not thinking. For example, we're supposed to believe that whenever Doc
Tips
on the
videos?
radio
No.
was trying to date a 13-year-old at 17 years of age on the internet,
13.
that he never at any point sent any nudes to that 13-year-old at any point ever.
Kitty, you're on the air.
Whoa, okay.
It's Kitty, dude.
Who
I
the
don't
fuck
know
is
who-
Kitty? Is that
Kitty.
your girlfriend,
That's
Doc?
cringe.
I
Oy.
hate Discord. She's a Discord kitty. I hate her.
You're like my moderator
Just call
back in
me,
like.
call me cat.
You were like my mod back like 3 years ago in my old server,
Dude,
weren't you?
Dude, we've known each other since like 2017. I was
Well-
13 and you were like 17.
Whoa!
Implying something? Hold on.
Hold on,
She's
No,
a
Kitty.
Discord.
I gotta ask you
No
a
Discord.
question.
Her name is
Can you have
Kitty.
that? Hold on. Doc, I gotta ask you-
How old are you now?
I'm gonna be 18. I'm 17 right now. I'm gonna be 18 in
Oh,
June.
thank God. Okay, I thought I was about to get like absolutely
Wait.
destroyed.
Good job, Doc. You waited until they were legal.
Wait, oh no.
Good
You
job.
fucking extra
Exactly.
jokes about minors. Oh no. I'm screwed.
Oh, I think I might have seen it.
Okay, okay, smack. For the record, I have never shown anything. I've never shown my penis on Discord.
what?
Yeah, I just totally buy that. Just fucking wholesale believe it. But more importantly than that,
How long did they date for? They dated for like, bro, they dated for like a decent amount of time. Like almost a whole fucking year, right? And you mean to tell me you had romantic feelings for this 13-year-old girl and you never set your fucking penis? like you were like in a long distance relationship at 17-year-old with this 13-year-old girl and you never sent your fucking wang?
we're also not supposed to ask
What is this? This is Gilded Poo's video on Toastify.
the simple question of, wait, he never said anything about receiving nudes.
That's true.
So did he receive them? I
That's
don't know.
true.
Don't ever speculate anything. Don't ask too many questions. Just consume the slop, I suppose. And if for some weird reason you don't believe any
Oh.
of that, here's him admitting it.
Doc's response read as follows. So I edited a girl when I was 17 and she was 13. Nothing sexual ever happened, and the relationship ended officially after I
Dude.
turned 18.
Okay, so it's like I've had a relationship that wasn't sexual, and it really wasn't sexual because it didn't really last that long. That was the pedo relationship. That was like I was 16 and the girl was like 20 something. She was like 20 something. But in that relationship, oddly enough, yeah, like nothing sexual happened. I mean, the most sexual thing she ever did was like she mentioned like her cup size like one time. Like trying to find like a bra to fit her like cup size or some shit. Like that's the most sexual thing she ever said. But it's still like highly fucking inappropriate for him to be like, "Oh, nothing sexual happened." It's like, okay, sure, that doesn't make it as bad as if it did, if you did do it, but it's still pretty fucking bad, dude.
I've said that I would never do that again, and it was stupid for me to do that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll just be honest. Like, yeah, I obviously
Doesn't
wouldn't
have
do
to be
that again.
sexual.
There was-
That's true.
But as you may have noticed
Oh, no.
by reading the title of the video, this video is not about Doc on the radio. It's about Toastify and the fact that the call that you just heard was recorded on March 3rd, 2024, a year and 3 days previous to that
Yeah.
call's upload to the internet.
Sorry to black and white
Toastify
bullshit.
actually sat there for an entire fucking year on this information and said nothing to anybody with exception to some content creators behind the scenes, thereby giving a giant fat fuck you to his entire audience. But not just his audience, the audience he shares amongst the incestuous community that he takes part in. It's really crazy that this
Sure.
person, in my opinion, would hold on to that
Isn't Toastify like 17? I think he's like 19 now. I don't. He's super fucking young, right? But still, to like know that one of your friends was doing some like pretty fucking like. If you don't think it was grooming or predatory, it's 100% creepy fucking shit. Like for him to hold onto that information is kind of crazy, right? Like his excuse of like, oh, I didn't want to come out with the information immediately because I didn't want to force the victim in an awkward position, or oh, I didn't want to fucking I didn't want to give, like, I wanted to wait for Doc to come forward first, and then I would release the information, you know, because then it would be like relevant. And it's like, dude, who fucking cares about any of that? None of those are like good excuses, honestly. And you know what I think it is? The real fucking reason why he didn't come out with it is because he didn't want to ruin his connections that he had because of Doc. He didn't want to ruin those connections. I guarantee it. That's why he didn't come forward, is because he didn't want to ruin his connections that he was having because of his relationship with Doc, and he didn't want to be seen as backstabbing. 100%.
Information for a year when his entire brand is, quote, documenting degeneracy. I mean, that's literally what he wrote in his fucking YouTube ban.
Like it's so
right
fucking
there.
ironic.
But what's even more funny than that is this is the same guy that made an entire video lecture.
Well, to be fair, he was like, it wasn't like he wasn't holding on to the information. He definitely was. And so at some point, Toastify was probably going to come out with this information. Because he gathered and held on to that information for this fucking long. So at least eventually he was going to talk about it. He wasn't entirely like going to sweep for Doc.
Lecturing the internet on the ethical way of discussing degenerates online.
And like right after that video too, yeah. Commentary channels make nukes on people. Maybe they were holding on to the Intune, and then they had a full Google Doc, and the person had doubt it was a 4D chess move. Yeah, I think it's really just as simple as like he didn't want to ruin his connections and he didn't want to look backstabby.
Somebody who sits there and lectures me on ethics seems to be doing a very terrible job of documenting degeneracy on the internet, given the fact, again, they held on to that information from March 3rd of 2024 and didn't say a goddamn thing publicly until March 6th, 2025. That's kind of a problem. I'm just saying, okay? Why would he do that? Why would he put more effort into a commentary Bible than discussing how a friend of his...
Wait, he did what? Hold on. Sorry, I had to blow my fucking nose. Okay. He did what?
Would he do?
This is to link the Gilded Poo video. Oh, links don't show up. Links don't show up, yeah. Well, I'll link it right here, yeah. The only people who can link shit is mods.
Do that? Why would he put more effort into a commentary Bible than discussing how a friend of his is a pedophile? And another really good question that is in the same vein as that one is, why is it, on top of not really saying anything publicly for a year, that the people he did tell about it behind the scenes, he also told to not say anything at all about it publicly? Something he makes very clear in his document.
I want to make this very clear.
I find nukes kind of immoral, especially if it has grooming or essay information, because it's basically letting a bad person continue in their activities so you can make a 30+ video about them. Well, it really depends on like what the intention is behind the nuke, right? Because some people do like nukes and stuff like that because they want fucking clout and shit like that. Like Morale's a good example, okay? Like this, like he in the past would like deliberately like cut corners to like make like these nukes on like these large content creators, and like it's just full of like retarded information that's just fucking stupid. I'm thinking specifically his video on the guy who made Changed. Like that video is just full of misinformation. That video is so fucking full of misinformation, and it's like, and him like doubling down on it is just fucking stupid and crazy. But yeah, like if you're making like a nuke on someone to call them out, like to some extent hold them accountable to their shit, right? Because like, while like for me, I'm making a video on Crease McPasta, and there is literally no fucking way in hell this guy is gonna see any time in prison. Because it happened like so fucking long ago. The grooming shit happened like way back, and like as far as we can see, it started around 2012, literally at the start of his channel, and continued on to like, I want to say like maybe 2016, and then it started fizzling away after that. At the fucking latest, it's 2016. It started fizzling out after that. So it happened like a long fucking time ago. And I highly doubt like anybody is going to press charges or anything, because it's just the victims just want to move on for the most part. At least Komori. I'm still trying to get into contact with the other ones. They're fully grown adults by now. That's how fucking long ago it happened. But I'm doing it because people aren't aware. I'm doing it to bring awareness, because people aren't aware that that's what he did, and they're still supporting him, right? So yeah, he got away with predatory behavior. So, I mean, like, if you're going to make, like, a nuke on someone that did predatory shit, your goal should be to, like, inform the right people. Inform the right people that need to be informed about his activities, right? And honestly, because I just, like, I just have, like, an insane hatred for him, and I want to, like, kind of ruin him a little bit. That too.
No one knew of this until I asked Doc. None of his closest co-hosts or YouTubers he was affiliated with
Sparkling
knew what
water,
happened,
by the way.
and only found out when I got the information from Doc and informed them. Those in the clip where Kitty calls in presume the whole thing to be a joke.
Okay, so wait, what's Gilded's point of showing this?
To not say anything at all about it publicly. Something he makes very clear in his told to not for a year, that the people he did tell about it behind the scenes, he also told to not say anything at all about it publicly.
Oh my god. Wait, that happened? Fuck, that like that skipped my brain when I was watching this, when I was watching his fucking thing. That happened? He told them not to talk about it? Oh wait, no. Yeah, no. He said I don't know how exactly he phrased it, but okay, no, it sounds familiar.
Something he
but it didn't click on my head. It's like, wait, why?
makes
What?
very clear in his document.
I want to make this very clear. No one knew of this until I asked Doc. None of his closest co-hosts or YouTubers he was affiliated with knew of what happened, and only found out when I got the information from Doc and informed them. Those in the clip where Kitty calls in presume the whole thing to be a joke, much like the audience had perceived it. I also asked people who I told to specifically keep this information private.
You need to have a
Yeah, you did that. The really fucking good reason, and it's just like there's not. Like the reasons he gave were just so stupid. Statute limitations depend on the state, so a civil lawsuit from victim would be the only way forward. The thing is, like, I have a hunch that it is way fucking worse than what we're seeing publicly. And even then, I don't know if anybody saw in the Discord, but evidence is still being hidden to this day. It's still being hidden. I found a video where that contained most of the damning like admittance, right? Because in the past they made videos sort of like laughing about the shit that they were doing. Not realizing that it stays public. And I grabbed one of those videos because I'm in the middle of scripting, and then when I was going to link that video in my script so I know the clips to pull up, the video's gone. It was made private like that recently. They're still fucking hiding shit, right? So it's like, it really goes to show, it's like, well, if that's what we could glean from the surface and they're still hiding shit, what the fuck were they hiding when this information was initially coming out? Because when this information initially came out, people were scouring shit, and I guarantee stuff was disappearing, like actively disappearing. Like the most damning shit was disappearing. I know their Tumblrs, their Tumblrs, which contain like a bunch of inappropriate behavior too, is also just completely gone. It's completely nuked. It's completely deleted. Wait, didn't you watch a video on that stream once? No. Yeah, I have the. No, not Matanui's video. It was the original video. The original video where multiple things were admitted to. That Creeps admitted that he was telling a 14-year-old girl to write a smut fan fiction of her and her two 16-year-old friends, and Mr. Creepypasta had apparently he thought it was funny to mail a fucking thong to a 16-year-old when he was 28. So like that's just the kinds of things that they're just casually admitting to. So God only fucking knows the shit that they fucking do in private, right? Like it's worse. It is worse. What is in private is fucking worse. And we've seen what the fuck am I saying? We've seen the private conversations with fucking Komori. She was being groomed to the point where she sent fucking nude images. Now, I don't know if Creeps ever asked her to do that, but point being, she was so entwined and bought into that relationship that she sent child porn of herself to Creeps to get his attention. Like, this shit's on my mind because I'm in the middle of writing a script.
Damn good reason to justify saying nothing for a year straight after receiving a confession like that, in addition to telling all of these people not to say anything about it publicly.
Crazy.
And so, what is the reason, you might be asking? Reason number one, apparently.
Oh, and then dude, and then people pulling their punches with the criticism too. Like, listen, I don't hate Toastify, but I find this fucking shit retarded as fuck. I find it retarded as fuck what he did. And just watching people, it's like, well, you're being a little bit too harsh in your criticism, or it's like, or you're being a little bit too mean with your. I mean, I don't know if anybody's necessarily saying that, but when I saw like Beckett talking about it, it felt like he was like trying to avoid stepping on eggshells. Like if it's like, why? Like, no, Toastify, like, objectively fucked here. He fucked up. Now, granted, he's on like a little whipping tour where he showed up on Queeman and Queeman grilled the ever loving fuck out of him, apparently, which I kind of want to watch. But also, like, what are we talking about? We're talking about the Toastify shit because Gilded Poo just released this video. But yeah, people are honestly being way too fucking light on him. Like watching all the other commentators just like, oh, just joke about it and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, what? It's fucking crazy, dude.
Apparently is he weighed the pros and cons of talking about it publicly and came to the conclusion that it would hurt more people to talk about it than it would hurt Doc.
Yeah, that was one of his reasons. But also like God fuck, I had it like a thing in my head, but then I was like, well, let me let his fucking shit play. What did Toastify do? He knew Doc was in a relationship with a 13-year-old girl when he was 17. And he found that out last year and held on to that information and then also told nobody to talk about it. And the apparent reason that he's coming out now is because Aiden kind of forced his hand because Aiden was joking about it publicly. It's fucking crazy, dude.
And when I looked over at what putting the information out there would do, the cons outweighed the pros. Doc wasn't going to be active anymore for a long time, it was doubted whether he would even come back years later, so to me there wasn't any chance of a present threat online.
That's just retarded. That's just retarded. Like, what? It's like, well, he's not online, so there's no reason to let people know that he was actively like having an inappropriate relationship with a 13-year-old girl. What? Like, what? You don't think that's a matter of public concern? Oh yeah, no, I remember what I was saying. Wait, no, it just escaped my fucking brain again. Fuck, it was literally just there for a second. I'm like, nah, I remember the topic, but then it's just like fucking diddled on the radio. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the fuck was it saying. It had something to do with like the way Nicholas Durio was acting. I don't know, just the joking about it. Or oh no, okay, no. I'm not expecting people to pick up their pitchforks and torches and hunt and gut Doc in the streets, okay? I'm not expecting that, okay? I'm not expecting that. I don't expect people to do that, okay? I'm not expecting like this big like we need to kill this guy right now. No, I'm not expecting that. But the fact that like so many people, their initial thing was like to joke about it, like, oh no, not another pedo, as if like you weren't like good friends with this fucking guy or anything like that. Like I don't know, like be a little bit more serious about it. Like it's kind of fucked what he did. Like
Information was thus intended to be released in the event that he came back.
That part just
something which probably won't happen now.
bothers me.
All I would do if I just went straight off the bat was possibly harm the victim and the people who used to know him and had no idea that he did this.
That makes no fucking sense. Possibly hurt the victim? How? I don't even think this person's online anymore. How?
Let's autistically break down that little diatribe of excuses he just threw at us there. Number one is that he likes to make the claim that Doc was no longer a threat and was not expected to return. And a little later in that same vein, he also
So
states that
stupid.
he was not intending to release any of this information until after the victim got back to him or Doc returned, later lamenting that Doc is probably not going to be returning now. That little last bit that I just said.
Well, he's not going to return now because of the confrontation. And you kind of knew that he wasn't going to return the whole time, right? So you holding on to the information under the premise that you wanted to wait until Doc was going to return when you knew that wasn't going to happen because you knew of his relationship with this fucking girl. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Said will be important a little bit later.
Ugh.
However, it's important to note that the claim that Doc was no longer a threat to anybody online is a bold assumption rooted in, checks notes, nothing. The reality is that Doc on the radio did his last stream on February 14th of 2024. And even
The lolly
then, per Toastify's own words, was able to communicate with Doc on Discord 2 weeks later in March.
So
Wait, what? Hold, fuck. I was distracted by Tipster. Fuck you. God. Or what is he saying?
2024. And even then, per Toastify's own words, was able to communicate with Doc on Discord 2 weeks later in March.
So to try and settle my concern once for all, I decided to message Doc. By this point, he had already quit streaming.
Meaning that even though he's no longer making YouTube videos, that doesn't mean he's no longer a fucking threat. There's a great, almost one-to-one example of somebody named Hypnotist Sappho who was effectively...
That's fucking kind of, well, hold on. Okay. Comparing Doc to Hypnotist fucking Sappho is a bit of a reach. Doc had a fucking inappropriate relationship as far as we could say. An inappropriate relationship with a 13-year-old girl when he was 17. Hypnotist Sappho was a serial online child predator. and dog fucker. Like, this is not the same thing.
bullied off of fucking YouTube, and despite that, now
Was
exists
still-
in a Telegram
was
group
still
where
grooming.
they continue to groom
Yeah.
children. Toastify knows this person. I know he knows this person because I know he watches Turkey Tom because he's a fucking Turkey Tom clone. And
Well, that point's kind of dumb a little bit. Like, oh, Toastify knows Hypnotist Sappho because he watches Tom. It's like, well, I don't know. The Sappho thing is honestly pretty fucking old. Like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Sappho, that was pre-COVID. That was pre-COVID shit. I think. God, it's been like fucking ages. But yeah, the Sappho shit I think was like pre-COVID. Wait, no. That was like probably like 2021 or some shit. But either fucking way. Like the excuse just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, oh, he's not an active threat. It's like, how the fuck do you know that? You mean to tell me it's like, oh, because Doc doesn't have a internet presence anymore as a commentator means that he is incapable of grooming another kid online? Like, huh? Like, what?
now to the second point where he says that
Did
he
you
didn't
top
want
Tom now?
to release the documents because he might hurt the victim. How? The only way I could think of that it could at all possibly hurt the victim in any way whatsoever is by releasing that information. Doc on the radio then decides to harass the victim. But the problem is,
Probably.
per Toastify's own words, Doc on the radio was no longer an active threat to anybody online. I guess it is
That
possible,
too.
if I want to be charitable, that other people that are fans of Doc might then take it upon themselves to harass the victim.
Wait, really? Wait, Sappho had the Grim Reaper of cancellation following her. What did she do in 24? Well, hold on. Hold on. I need to deliberately misgender this person because I hate them. Since 2014, what did they do in 2014? Because as far as I know, their whole hypnotist bit started around 2019-ish on TikTok because they were doing like the VR chat fucking hypnosis shit. And that's where like all the like the grooming shit started, as far as I know, at least. Well, I mean, like obviously people don't just become a fucking pedo overnight. Like she probably had these feelings for a long time. Or he fucking whatever, dude. I don't fucking
suppose, but that solution is simple. Just get a new Discord. Get a new Twitter. I mean, people do it all the time.
Hey, how is cyberbullying real? Ha ha ha, nigga, just close your eyes. Ha ha ha, just walk away.
I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's the easiest thing to prevent is cyberbullying. Like, I don't know what to say. Like,
They have a
what?
history?
And in the third
Probably.
statement in this diatribe of excuses, he also states that he, by releasing all this information too early, would hurt all the people closest to Doc that didn't know what he.
No. See, that's the part. That's the part where I was just like, wait, what? Like, it would hurt the people closest to Doc? Like, initially when he said it, I was like, oh, okay. But then, like, as the stream started going on, I started thinking a little bit about it. I'm like, I mean, that doesn't really make too much sense. Like, it would hurt the people closest to Doc? It's like, how? It's not like they knew, right? Unless they did, but it's not like they knew. Right? Like, I don't know how it would hurt the people closest to Doc if you came out with this information. And then it's like, I think it was like after like a week or so, it got brought up again because I heard Toastify was doing the whole like apology tour or whatever the fuck. And then I started thinking more about it. And it's like, you didn't want to come out with it because you didn't want to hurt your connections to the other people. It's not that you were worried about that information hurting other people. I think it's because you didn't want to hurt your connections.
Did. And as noble as that sounds, I want to know exactly what you mean by that because that statement is rather vague. Well, thankfully, the giant pussy that he is decided to, I guess...
Giant pussy? I mean, he went on Queeman to get grilled, okay? Like, I don't know, it takes some balls.
Answer this question in a mod chat that only mods can read and nobody else. In a server that...
Wait, what?
A mod chat that he is decided to, I guess, answer this question in a mod chat that only mods can read and nobody else. In a server that I'm not going to name at this time. And in a nutshell, what that statement translates to is he was afraid that people would get fucked over by association.
Hold on, let me read this. What the fuck is this? I genuinely don't mean to be a dumbass. There are things that I don't know about the situation. Toastify. Oh my god, I need to sneeze. Okay. No, don't worry. It's just that I've done a ton of tours on other streams responding to the whole doc stuff, and so I'm probably not gonna try and explain everything yet again, unless Lio wants to talk privately. Oh, okay. This was like after Lio's stream. I haven't watched the stream, but I'll tell you for free that the doc stuff wasn't sweeping for him at all. It was withheld for so long because I had no idea what the girl's position was on it. Who the fuck gives a fuck about that? Dude, it's like I've said for the past like few weeks. Dude, I don't care. I don't care if the kid personally I don't care. I don't care about any party's consent for like outing information that will reveal like a potential child predator or groomer. Your consent about your messages and your involvement in that situation stops mattering. It stops mattering. Okay? When we're talking about like inappropriate interactions with fucking children and shit. It fucking doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck, right? Like, here's the thing. I feel nothing but sadness for the people that Chris McPasta groomed. However, if one of them came up to me and it's like, hey, can you please not make this video? I'm going to be like, no, I'm going to make this fucking video. I don't give a fuck, right? Like, I don't care about your shit. Like, this needs to be talked about. This motherfucker needs to burn for what he fucking did, okay? Like, I don't care that you don't want to be involved in that fucking situation. Me personally, I understand that's a fucking like that might be like a super hot take, right? But I genuinely don't fucking give a shit. I'm like it involves like this guy groomed kids. I don't fucking give a fuck. I'm outing that information. I'm outing that information any way that I fucking can. So stupid. She hadn't said anything. My Discord friend request to her is still pending to this day. I had no idea whether she felt the same as I did, or like, dude, who fucking gives a fuck? Or even whether she wanted to talk about it online. This highlighting fucking sucks. I could barely read this shit. The girl is now in her 20s. If she didn't want to talk about being groomed when she was young on the internet, it is not my right to tell someone else's story. I'm like, no, dude. I already said it. Unless Doc presented some sort of threat, like if he came back to this online platform. Yeah, this excuse doesn't make any sense. I also felt it would be unfair that those who knew Doc and weren't aware of the entire thing, when they were friends, would get fucked by association. How would they get fucked by association if they didn't know? How? It doesn't make any fucking sense. So waited on either her response or Doc's return. You could say that I should have gone straight out of the gate, but I know I would have gotten similar shit for being impatient and not waiting for the victim or whatever. And plus I wanted more. Well, just simply, well, it doesn't need to be this exacerbated expose. Just like, hey, I just happened on some information that Doc at 17 years old was actually in like a inappropriate relationship with a 13-year-old, and I'm going to state that out loud and show, I guess, like whatever evidence needs to be presented, and wipe my hands clean, and that's it. Plain and simple. Like, it doesn't need to be this big fucking Google Doc expose fucking thing. It's like, this is the information I came across. Boom. Make of it what you will. And plus, I wanted more evidence if anything ever came up. Well, you weren't actively looking for it. You were like holding on to shit for like a year. Keep in mind, to this day, all I have is Doc's confession. Well, I mean, that's all you need, dude. What? I don't have a statement from her. You don't need a statement. That's so stupid. It's like, you don't need you honestly, at that point, he fucking admitted it. What statement do you need from her? Like, he said, yes, I did. Yes, I was in this inappropriate relationship with this fucking minor, actually. Yes, that's all true. Yes. Why would you need her statement? I don't have a statement for her. I don't have any DMs. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
that statement translates to is he was afraid that people would get fucked over by association. In other words, he was very concerned about the other content creators that were associated with Doc on the radio.
Who cares?
Because fuck you. And I should point out real quick that the irony of that concern is that he made it manifest by going to individual people that were close to Doc, telling them what Doc did, and then telling them not to fucking say anything. And finally, I want to come back to the claim that he was waiting on either the victim to respond to him, or waiting on Doc on the radio to return back to the community and start making content again. I need to ask a very important question. You say that you were afraid to release this information too soon because you were afraid that doing so would harm the victim. But if you're really concerned about the victim and the victim's safety, then how is Doc returning to the community before you discuss any of this at all supposed to in any way, shape, or form help the victim?
Well, you see, Pooh, it was Aiden's fault. It was Aiden's fault, apparently, or some shit. So stupid, dude. And then Aiden came out and is like, listen, this is not my fucking fault. I thought this was public information, or at least the relationship was public. Like, well, their connection was public, but not the veracity of their relationship, right? But it's like, still, it's like...
In fact, I find it kind of silly that you're using the victim as an excuse to not at all discuss this in the first place a year ago. That's kind of crazy. About as crazy as you saying in that same mod chat that one of the other reasons that you didn't discuss this is because it's not your story to tell.
Well, also, I would say this. I think this would be. I hope he does this in the video. I want to know what would Pooh do, because for me, if I came across this, it would be like immediate. It would be like, gather the evidence. I mean, motherfucker, I have the recording of him fucking admitting it. That's all I fucking need. And just like, here's the recording. This guy literally admitted to having a relationship with a fucking 13-year-old. I understand that I used to be friends with this guy, but after fucking finding out about that shit, fuck that shit. I want to burn this dude. Okay, this dude does not get to hold onto his gracious reputation that he, used to fucking get in this relationship with this fucking kid, right? Because, I mean, the kid started off as a mod, and then they started fucking dating. Like, so he used his influence to, like, get in with this fucking kid. It's crazy.
This motherfucker was a friend of yours. But if we entirely ignore the fact that...
But, like, I would out immediately. But I'm kind of curious what Pooh would do. I mean, probably more or less the same thing.
you and him were friends, I would also like to point out that you can't really say in one breath that it's not your story to tell, but yet in another breath also claim that you were the one that was personally responsible for being the guy to break the story.
As someone who got all the information from the first place and brought it forward, and told people I wanted to be private until further noticed, I felt as if it was my responsibility to break the story.
But we'll come back to that. However, if that isn't enough, he decides to, for some reason, bring up the guy's subcount, as if that is a good reason to not talk about it.
And besides, this is all about a YouTube channel with 4,000 subscribers. This is not a crusade I want to lead, nor is it one that should be led.
However,
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, people with less have been covered. like I don't like, oh, he only has 4,000 subscribers. Who cares? It's like, bro, what? Like, what kind of fucking his excuses are just so stupid.
it is important to note here that he also completely doubles down on this take in the previously mentioned mod chat, where he says the following: jumping the gun and releasing this on day one without any attempt to contact the victim or wait for her response would have been really stupid to do. I would still really like
Wait,
her
oh shit. And then obviously I saw rumors going around, felt that those were overshadowed the girl and put the focus on the community sweeping. Well, you holding on to the information as long as you did is going to, like, earn that moniker anyways. And decided to come out with it so it's super clear what exactly happened. I'm doing so. I fucked it because the document sucked. It was way too dramatic. Way too dramatic? Emphasized the wrong shit and tried to reason with criticism I was always gonna get. I'll always hold my hands up. The document was good, but it's not the document's fault. It's not the document. Honestly, the document I think was relatively fine. You know, bar like, you know, the sub count fucking bullshit. The document was fine. It's the fact that you knew for a fucking year and did nothing. You held on to an audio recording of his confession for a fucking year and did nothing. Like, that's the fucking problem. Jumping the gun and releasing this on day one without any attempt to contact the victim or wait for her response. Why would you need that? Why would you need that? Would have been really stupid to do. And when this shit happened, she was like 20. So this shit happened like a long fucking time ago. She was 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Like almost like 7 fucking years ago. Who the fuck is, like, you act like you're like, oh, re-traumatizing a child. It's like, dude, it happened 7 fucking years ago. And yeah, is it going to be like maybe uncomfortable for her? It's like, oh fuck, people are talking about me. There's a whole group of people online that are talking about me and my relationship with this like, fucking well-respected commentary YouTuber. You know, people are gonna start looking at me for and asking questions. Like, it's gonna be uncomfortable, but like, dude, who fuck, you know, suck it up. Honestly, suck it up. All right, like this needs to be talked about. Stupid.
Response would have been really stupid to do. I would still really like to know exactly how, but I digress. And unnecessary when we're talking about a 4K commentary channel who was already gone by that point. And so to translate, he is again using the victim and his lack of communication.
That's like saying, dude, if Epstein fled the United States before being prosecuted, it's like, well, I mean, he's gone. Fucking who gives a fuck anymore? Like, wait, what? Oh, he fled to Russia. Who cares?
With it as an excuse to justify not saying anything for a year, how convenient, whilst also simultaneously saying in the exact
Doc
same
isn't like
paragraph,
Epstein,
I might
but
add, that there
you know
was
what I mean.
absolutely no point in him bringing it up a year ago because after all, there is no clout to be gained from a YouTuber that has only 4,000 subs and is no longer uploading content. And the worst part about all of this is, well, all those reasons
Wait, what?
for a year, how convenient, whilst also simultaneously saying in the exact same paragraph, I might add, that there was absolutely no point in him bringing it up a year ago because after all, there is no clout to be gained from a YouTuber.
That's not really the impression that I got. I mean, I do think Toastify was factoring in clout in whether or not him coming out or not. I do think that was a factor. that was being influenced. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he like did it. I don't think he didn't come out with the information because he thought like he's like, well, I'm not gonna get any clout for this. It's like I don't think that was on his mind.
Bird that has only 4,000 subs and is no longer uploading content. And the worst part about all of this is, well, all those reasons are entirely mutually exclusive. They're just completely incompatible. And so let's move away a bit from the reasons he gave as to why he didn't talk about it and explain exactly why they're bullshit aside from what I've said already. In the document, he decides to leak a recording of a conversation with him and Doc. What's weird is he admits in the document that that call is 10 minutes long, which you can visually see in one of the screenshots. And he only shows us 6 minutes of it. Why is that?
I'll now be leaking part of the call with Doc. Just to be completely
well, and to be fair, he leaked the whole thing afterwards, right? I'm pretty sure. Like he showed like these are just the important parts. The other parts I cut out because they're honestly just not relevant. And in case anybody thinks I'm bullshitting, and then he showed the rest of the call afterwards, right?
clear, our call was 10 minutes, as is the full recording. What has been cut out of the call is the other end of it, basically just private stuff, or me trying to reason with Doc's logic and say that he was fine, attempting to get any new information out of him.
So the question is, how much of that is true? Here's the important part that he completely cut
I think
out
he did.
that recording.
Okay, well, I wouldn't publish anything. I'll keep that 100.
Well, I mean, he's saying that. Well, obviously because you're. It's like it's basically letting him down easy. It's like, oh yeah, no, yeah, I totally won't come out with this information, Doc. Yeah, you're a good guy. Like, well, I mean, he could be serious about it. But like, if you're in this kind of situation, it's like, oh, this is a friend, and like they're worried about this information coming out, and you want to out this information at some point, and it's like, you're probably going to lie to him and say, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to come out with this information. So, I don't know. It's kind of a weak
I mean,
point.
you're getting your doctorate and shit. I'm not here to like.
He told the guy that he wasn't going to publish any of that. That's what he
Wait, this is a weak point.
told Doc
From
on the radio. And I would believe his excuses he said in the document.
But this is a stupid point from Pooh. Like, obviously you would lie. Obviously you would lie to Doc in this situation.
And here,
I mean, from what you've told me, again, preface, I'm only.
Well, I mean, actually, it would be kind of amusing if Toastify just sat there and it's like, okay, so I mean, like, I'm glad you're, taking accountability and admitting that you had this relationship. I think I'm gonna leak this call and like out you to everybody on Twitter, and just like record his fucking reaction. I think that would actually be pretty funny. Why didn't he do that? You know what? That's a good point. Why didn't he do that?
Agreeing with him to see if I can get any more information out of him. Just so I can make this clear, because this probably sounds fucking crazy in context. Or without context.
Wait, what? What did Toastify say? What the fuck?
Told me. Again, preface, I'm only agreeing with him to see if I can get any more information out of him. Just so I can make this...
Yeah. I mean, that's a good... I mean, that's a reasonable... reason. That's a good excuse, I think.
Clear, because this probably sounds fucking crazy in context. Or without context.
if it weren't for the fact that, number one, he lied, there is no private stuff at all discussed in those last few minutes of that
That's true.
fucking goddamn recording. But on top of that, he did exactly what he said. He didn't publish any of it for a year.
Yeah, they didn't fucking publish it for a
And this
year.
is, of course, completely ignoring the fact that in this document, Toastify even admits that he had already heard a confession from Doc on the radio just 2 years previously.
It seemed to have happened on the 29th of May.
Wait, what?
From Doc on the radio just 2 years previously.
It seemed to have happened on the 29th of May, 2022, as he'd offered me the week prior to come back on his show. As most of Doc's co-hosts know, Spurgalert wasn't really a set show where everyone clocked in and then clocked out. Obviously, if you're a Spurgalert co-host or even a friend of Doc's, you know that after the show people would head in and they'd just chill for ages, and sometimes they'd talk for a bit, sometimes they'd play games with each other, sometimes they'd fucking, I don't know, just talk VC. And it was in one of those post-show VCs that I remember something really strange. The VC consisted of myself, two previous co-hosts of Doc's show who've asked to remain private, although one of them has since renounced their privacy, that being Smaggle, and Doc himself. It was during this call that the topic of someone named Cat or Kitty came up, and as a relatively new viewer of his streams, I didn't know what that was about. I remember that Doc explained to me that some years ago, he dated Cat when she was 13, and he was 17.
I have ADHD. it's hard for me to pay attention. I watched this stream. How did this not stand out to me? Wait, so you knew for 2 fucking years? Like, wait, what? Like, or I mean, to be fair, like that information might be dropped. You're like, okay, well, that's kind of fucking weird and whatever. And then you kind of maybe forget about it for some reason. I don't know. Memory is really weird. And we don't know the exact veracity of this conversation.
18/18, but stressed it was a purely romantic relationship. I remember hearing about that and saying it was fucked up.
What he's actually saying is he held on to the confirmation, the later confirmation, for a year. When in reality, he actually held on to the knowledge that Doc did this for a total of 3 years. And then tries to blame his, quote, poor memory while remembering very specific...
I mean, memory can work in weird ways like that. But... dude, I don't know. If I immediately heard that, I would like distance myself from that fucking dude. Like, especially if you can remember being like, well, that was fucked up. I would distance myself from that guy at the very least. What?
Things about a very specific call that happened 2 years previous to his sudden recollection. Yeah, okay, buddy. That doesn't really jive well. You know what I mean? Like, it seems very convenient, to say the least. Especially when, in this same document, you're bitching about Aiden Projects leaking this information.
And around mid-January of 20...
Wait, what was
Bitching
that?
about Aiden Projects leaking this information.
In around
Where
mid-January
Aiden W?
2025, YouTuber Aiden Projects went live on a now deleted gaming stream. In said stream, we reviewed the commentary AIDS clip with Doc and Kitty, and leaked that Doc and Kitty had actually dated, something that wasn't public information until then, and wasn't inferred as such if it wasn't for Aiden. Though the stream was made private, word was still getting around the community. I was only alerted to it in the first place from people inside the chat of the streamer Dickers. This is not the first time Aiden has alluded to this leak, despite me asking him not to publish it or allude to it in any way.
Wait, what the fuck is this? Shitter gaming streaming, bro. Wait, Jamie. At Testify, yeah, it was a few days ago. He said Doc was 17 and dated a 13 to 14-year-old. That was his mod. Fence smoker.
Publicly. If you're ever wondering why I suddenly blurted out a line about Doc's kittens in the middle of a stream with AugieRFC, now you know.
It looks to me like you're really mad at Aiden Projects because he deprived you of your exclusivity, of your content.
As someone who got all the information from the first place and brought it forward, I felt as if it was my responsibility to break the story.
And then you bum rush this fucking document to cover your fucking ass. That's what it looks like to me. Either that, or I suppose
I mean, oh, the timeline checks out, yeah.
change your name to Sweepify. So anyway, that's all of it. If you like this video, be sure to like.
Yeah, pretty good video. Dude, what the fuck? Dude, yeah, this whole Tosify shit. Dude, it's just watching people play light with it is just so fucking crazy to me. Hold on, I need to shut my door. Okay. I don't think fully when they were defending the guy that I do believe they held onto the information to make a video down in the line. Yeah, maybe. Something like that. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, dude. My fucking shirt's covered in like, whatchamacallit, the fucking shit from tissue paper. My nose is just agitated, dude. Fuck me. All right, I think I might play. I mean, there's nothing really else to react to. When you're getting on Monster Hunter, I'll be around, be on till about 1:30. It's 8:44. Dude, I did so much grinding on fucking Monster Hunter. I mean, let me see if there's anything else to react to. Oh my god, dude. Sparkling water. Topics. Crazy leak when texting war plans go. Oh, dude. Dude, honestly, I don't give a fuck about politics. I want shitter drama. Give me shitter drama. Snarkfield versus Chaotix, an example of how to not disagree with minors. What? I don't think. Oh wait, I already read that. Bruh. Oh yeah, I saw Blaze posted this. Fucking Femyaz is dating another mod. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's fucking. You're playing like a really fucking dangerous game. It's so stupid. PP girl 420. They really couldn't pick like a different a person with a different username. The worst brony, the most insane brony on YouTube. He admitted to being racist against black people. He allegedly sexted minors, being down bad for a fictional horse. Tried rebranding again and again for the situation died down. I don't know. Oh yeah, the fucking Danger Dolan shit. Yeah, I want to know this. I want to know this. I want to know what happened to Danger Dolan. Rob's Media uploaded this fucking video. And I'm going to play some Metroid Prime.
Danger Dolan.
Danger Dolan. Dude.
Years
I
ago,
remember.
I made a widely popular video discussing.
Fuck, I remember watching this guy so much. The Danger Dolan dude. Where the fuck's my controller? There's so much shit on my desk, dude. I need to fucking clean this shit tomorrow. There's just like a bunch of random shit that doesn't need to be there. Like fucking like a fucking what is this? Like a air like a PC cleaner thing. Is this the 3-hour version? No, this is 1 hour. Hold on, let me get the fucking shit set up. Dolphin. I could do Luigi's Mansion. No, I want to make progress in Metroid, actually. Fuck that.
Seen the rise and fall of Danger Dolan, and so much has happened since then to warrant a remake. Today we'll dive into the many controversies surrounding the Planet Dolan channel.
Whoa, why the emphasis on the fucking ass, dude? Whoa, Jesus.
Tom Dolan would create his first ever YouTube channel at the age of 21, naming it The DD Guides.
Fuck! It's too loud. Shit! The game's too loud. Fuck! Where the hell is it, dude? The settings. Audio. There we go, Jesus.
It was launched on November 19th, 2012, primarily focusing on gaming content, specifically World of Warcraft. Though these guides he was making weren't really getting any substantial views, leading him to make a video titled, Help Me Answer Questions, in order to ask a small audience what they wanted to see.
Danger Dolan, I've been wrestling with the possibility of asking you guys some survey questions for my self-employment
The Diddy guys?
bullshit. I don't want to ask these questions, but on the form I do have to put in like the 10 question answers from all the YouTube people. So if you feel like doing this, it won't take you long. You know, give one-word answers. As long as I can take a screenshot, it's not a big deal.
Many in his audience were fine with him branching out to new content, with him starting to get a little more personal in his videos. He even decided to show his face in an unboxing video from January 1st, 2014.
Danger Dolan, I've got one of these stupid unboxing videos with a loot crate. They just started getting released in Australia, so I picked one up and I'm going to find out what's in it. First off, I'm quite disappointed that it's not an actual crate. It's more of a box that can be delivered without people thinking it's very suspicious or that you might be Indiana Jones or something. Let me just get this stupid tape off. This is going to take about an hour.
He also slightly rebranded to his Danger Dolan persona, with his new profile picture parodying the Dolan meme from the early 2010s. If you're a fetus, I'll explain it to you. It's a crude MS Paint comic series featuring parodies of Disney characters. The main characters are Dolan Duck and Gooby, with the former usually being depicted as a demented killer. Around the time he started showing his
Every
face,
trans is a Metroid
Dolan
fan,
would
yeah.
also start making list videos on
I'm not
gaming
even trans,
topics.
honestly.
Now, list videos have always been a popular genre on YouTube, but they were especially big during the mid-2010s. These videos were usually decently long, and can be made on a variety of topics. These videos from Dolan did infinitely better than his other content, with some having millions upon millions of views. This gave Dolan some ideas, so he made several announcements. In one, he announced a new subreddit.
And in saying that, I would like to draw your attention to my new subreddit, the DD Guides. It is linked below. So I'm going to be using this Reddit
The
purely
Diddy
to give
Guides.
you guys the opportunity to suggest videos that I might do. So for instance, got a couple of examples here. You got top 5 reasons why Warriors are the best tank. Then you got a gaming discussion topic, which is top 5 reasons that game you like is actually bad.
On March 7th, 2014, Dolan would announce an entirely new channel called DD Top 20.
But in terms of the top 10 gaming videos, I've had a couple like the top 10 myths in gaming, top 10 overrated game lists, and they've worked out quite well. However, here's the situation, right? Ever since I started doing top 10 gaming videos, I've been in contact with Curse, my network. I've been emailing them back and forth in regards to moving my top 10 non-WoW lists off this channel onto a separate one. So what happened is, Curse say they are fine if my new channel is purely about gaming, or at the very least gaming culture, right? And while that's fine, I could potentially put my new gaming videos onto the new channel and get it partnered, that's not a problem. I don't really want to limit myself to just gaming. Like, I'm thinking long term here, right? In all honesty, I can just keep posting these gaming videos on this channel, and eventually I would find the audience for it, as well as my WoW audience. That wouldn't be a problem. And that was originally the plan. But if I update my contract with Curse to cover this new channel, I basically just can't get away from the fact that I'm stuck with gaming.
So Dolan is still going to be making World of Warcraft videos, but most of his free time will be spent with this new channel, where he'll be making list videos of all sorts. This new channel became pretty successful, managing to reach 1 million subscribers within only 5 months. What made it so popular is pretty simple: the simplicity of the titles and the crazy thumbnails. You got videos like 20 mysterious photos that should not exist, 20 things that scared us as kids, 15 people with extra limbs and body parts, 15 worst toys ever recalled, 15 creepiest true stories ever told, and more. Obviously, Dolan soon changed the channel name to Danger Dolan, as many of these lists featured 15 entries and not 20. While these views are comparative to other list channels from the time, Dolan stood out because he actually had personality. There were certain aspects that drove viewers in, as he seemed to make these out of genuine interest rather than chilling out pointless slop. And I know it sounds like I'm dick-sucking him, but many of these videos hold up.
Number 3. Tank crossing. Usually these signs go up if you're about to hit a road populated by cows, bulls, kangaroos, or
This is why I liked him.
animals.
Yeah, he's like, he had like personality.
What are the
and shit.
chances you get blindsided by a fucking tank? I mean, they shake the ground beneath them, and they're incredibly slow. Where did the tanks even come from? Do they pop out of a bush? You'd see these things from a mile off. Maybe they're implying you're about to run into an enemy tank, and if so, you should give them right of way before they incinerate your family with some explosive shells. That's just the courteous thing to do.
Definitely an additional thing to note in hindsight is that Dolan was clearly drunk while recording some of these. That's not a bad thing. It honestly makes these videos even funnier.
Yes!
Fisher Price Power Wheels motorcycle. You might think, oh, a motorcycle for kids. What could possibly go wrong?
That's fucking awesome,
But it's actually
dude.
surprisingly safe. Kids just sometimes run it into oncoming traffic because they're stupid. Power Wheels, though,
That it went down
sometimes
like
it
this?
would
I don't even know what the
suffer
fuck happened.
Any driver's worst nightmare. Your kid will be driving along, maybe down a nearby hill, and suddenly his accelerator would jam. He would travel faster and faster until bam, his bike starts to fly and he gently ascends towards the sunset. When in reality, your kid has fucking died, and now you need to write on his tombstone, cause of death, Fisher Price toy.
This success would continue going into 2015, with him reaching 2 million subscribers in January and 3 million in June. Obviously, Dolan decided to expand to other channels, creating his third in April 2015 called Danger Dolan Movies. It was mainly a film-based countdown channel, with the videos doing decently well, though it appears that it might not have been received well,
Suicide Toys,
as all the
what the
comments
fuck,
and ratings
yeah.
are turned off.
I remember that
Uploads will
shit.
stop in August 2015 with a total of 21 videos. In his announcement for it, he also mentions his company, Planet Dolan, wanting other creators to join in on a new project.
I am currently
know.
hiring people
I know. I remember this controversy. I remember one of the people that he brought on turned out to be a fucking groomer. I do know that, but I don't know what happened to Dolan himself. That's what I'm curious about.
For the company Planet Dolan, there is a link for that down below, in which I'm advertising several billion jobs, including 3D animators, voice actors, storyboard artists, writers, and there's also going to be opportunities for little
Hellbent?
film
Yeah, Hellbent.
studios, for game companies that want to publicize and get some publicity for their little projects. So go check that out right now. There may be more Danger Dolan channels coming out in future, but you're going to have to wait and see for that. I'm sorry you're not interested. Well, in that case, I do have a second solution, and that involves me saying, "Have a good one."
Around this time, Dolan also started incorporating other narrators into his videos, with one of the first being Dolan's brother, Zaraganba.
Although this ad only ran in Singapore, it annoyed women the world over. It's pretty subtle, so in case you don't get it, the sandwich represents a penis. Ha, ha, ha.
He'd soon be joined by Hellbent, Pipe Attack,
Shit!
and Shima Luan. Hellbent started off in a similar vein to Dolan, producing gaming
Dude,
videos
and I used to
in the early
like
2010s.
Hellbent too.
He would soon reach out to Dolan following the announcement, first appearing on the channel in May 2015 with the video 10 Dumbest Band Things Ever. His presence on the channel would eventually become really well liked, as his voice stood out in comparison to Dolan's.
His voice
It was
did,
much
yeah.
deeper, bodying well with some of the creepier and more disturbing lists.
Number 14, the Stanford Prison Experiment.
Fuck.
Stanford University got 24 students to act out the roles of prison guards and prisoners. Everyone knew this experiment wasn't real, yet the students who were assigned as guards actively tormented the students acting as prisoners, while the students acting as prisoners passively accepted their torment. Then again, these are college students. Maybe they just thought it was pledge week.
Though it was brilliant for Dolan to also have him narrate the more comedic videos, because Hellbent can be really, really funny.
Number 26. Put that mayonnaise on your child. Oh yeah, put that thick white fluid all over your kid. That'll teach him.
Yeah, that it aged well.
It
aged
Anyone
well.
that searches this is automatically put onto the NSA's potential child predator list and is given a free entrance to a psychiatric ward of their choosing. Makes me feel
God.
good about reading that out loud.
That's called foreshadowing.
Yeah!
Shortly after Hellbent began appearing on the channel, Dolan made another update video. He announced that he'd be helping to produce a Friends short film, linking an Indiegogo in the description for fans to help. He then discussed the role Hellbent and many others would take going
Fuck me,
forward.
this is annoying.
Finally, I'd like to address concerns some of you have been voicing over the new voice actors I've introduced lately to read out the countdown scripts for Danger Dolan videos. First off, I'm beyond words appreciative that so many of you feel so passionate about hearing my slurry voice narrating videos. The support you've shown has been actually kind of heartwarming, and I can understand why you might be feeling cheesed off that things have changed. In fact, beforehand, I was warned it might happen, but
Took down
I
the Burger
did it
Feet
anyway.
Footless
A
videos.
few of you suggested I stop expanding channels and instead scale things back so I can keep voicing every video. Unfortunately, I can't do that. It'd actually be a lot easier if I did, but the reason I've started a company and built more channels and hired more people is because I need to. I can't sit still, and I'll continue to expand the business because I love doing it. And although I always appreciate criticism and advice, I'm not going to let anyone dictate what I should or should not feel passionate about doing. Bear in mind though, my fans and viewers always come first. I'm not going to expand until I'm 100% sure the scripts are up to snuff, the voice actors feel comfortable, editing is down pat. But at the end of the day, you just have to have faith that what we're doing is gonna work out alright. I chose Hellbent to voice videos because I personally like his style. I think he's doing a damn fine job despite the endless wave of criticism he has to deal with. Just like I chose this unpopular DD logo for 2015 because it was my favorite out of all the 5,000 submissions. The
Oh yeah,
scripts are
he did like
actually the
art
same as they've
shit
always
for his
been, whether
like little
Hellbent
persona.
is reading them out or my brother or me. You're getting the same lines delivered the same way for Danger Dolan videos. You know, it's actually a curious thing that I had no intention to start a company when I started
this
YouTube
Danger
in
Dolan.
late 2012.
It's the
I just wanted to
Rob's
make
media
gameplay
video on Danger
guides.
Dolan.
But it happened, and now it's a struggle to manage my own time and all the shit that I'd like to do. So I just hope you guys bear with us, give the voice actors a chance.
And his viewers would, as Hellbent's role in the channel will continue to expand going into 2016, though we can't say the same about Pipe Attack.
Who is this?
Pipe Attack began appearing on the channel in July 2015.
Dolan,
His role was
Dolan.
short-lived. His only videos were 15 real-life human superpowers, 15 outrageous life hacks, and 40 ridiculous real news headlines. I actually really like his voice, though many weren't fond of his many speaking errors. Though he was probably inexperienced, so would have probably spoken better in future videos.
Number 37. This just in. Diana was still alive hours before she died. This shocking twist comes from British periodical Private Eye. It poses many new questions like, was Diana still alive minutes before she died? And should she be considered dead now that she's died?
And then after that, he was gone. No real mention from Dolan or anyone else
What the
until
fuck
2020,
am I supposed to be doing?
when Helmet made a joke about it in the comment section of his Scarce Theater video we'll get to. Then, a year later, I released my original Danger Dolan video. I eventually got a comment from a channel called Bing Bongs, linking to this unlisted video.
Listen, man, I'm fucked up. Every time I keep trying to redo this video, it comes out worse and worse and worse, and there's absolutely no reason for me to put this shit public at all. I'm just gonna keep this as like a little Easter egg for any motherfucker that happens to watch Rob's video. This message is for Rob. This message is directed towards Rob. However, if Dolan happens to see this video, I will apologize again, because I sent,
I guess Rob already made a video on Dolan?
Back in December of 2020, basically stating, hey man, just want to let you know that I'm alive and I'm sorry for ghosting you, because that's exactly all that happened. I got overwhelmed with my life.
He then expands on his thought process of doing the job.
His intention of hiring me was to do the top 10 videos. I don't know if I would end up taking over full-time or whatever the fuck, but the whole preface was that he was hiring additional people so that he could focus on additional projects, such as a kid's show and mainly the animations. I don't even know if that kid show thing ever even ended up happening, but it evidently was talked about in an interview. I don't know if that's NDA. That I'm not fucking bound to jack shit. Fuck you, Dolan, bitch. God, that hurt me saying that. I'm an asshole. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. Because if anybody saw that fucking animation of the fanfic that was animated, which was hilarious, by the way.
Wait, what?
I came my pants. But it also hurt my soul at the same time, because I'm like, yeah, I deserve that. I deserve all of this. I deserve 100% all of this.
Now, that animation he's referring to came out in 2017. The video is deleted, probably because it includes a joke where Pipe Attack is fucking his own asshole with a vibrator.
What?
Yeah, I
What?
give him props for watching that and laughing about it.
I'm a niche micro celebrity on Discord because I drive a semi-truck now. I drive a semi-truck and I stream it. I became a semi-truck driver. I have AIDS. I love you. Independent gang. Stop. You're not funny. Didn't laugh. Who ever cares? Shut the fuck up. Bottom line, I was overwhelmed. I've grown up a little bit. Tiny bit.
Okay.
I shit my pants.
I'll link this full video below if you want to see it, but the dude seems to be chillin'. He's still somewhat active on social media. On October 1st, 2014, Dolan announced his first ever logo contest, allowing fans to submit new designs to be used throughout 2015.
You'll also get 300 bucks.
Oh, I see. Wait, no, I get what I'm
also
supposed to do now.
toilet golf, so that when you're taking a dump, you'll have something to do. That means when you do give me an entry, I will probably get back to you and just say, give me your PayPal details and I'll put the money in, and hopefully an address so I can send you these amazing items.
The winner, along
there
with
we
various
go.
other submissions,
There
will be
we
shown off
go.
on
That's what I'm
January
supposed to do.
1st. Some are entries from
What?
eventual Planet Dolan channel artists like McCallum and Sweet Commando. The winner is someone going by Shima Luwan.
It is so simple in design, and yet it is oozing with character. When you look at it up close, you can see the detail in the eye, little hints of the previous Dolan iteration, but still sufficiently different. Shima's DeviantArt is linked down below.
Now, some weren't really fans of this logo, preferring some of the other entries, but to me at least, I really like it. Maybe it's
Yeah,
nostalgia.
I like it.
I don't know. Shima's online presence began expanding in early 2015.
Oh, I can't see fucking
uploading some
shit.
narrations of classic short stories. Many admired her reading voice, including Dolan.
The year was 2081, and everybody was finally equal. They weren't only equal before God and the law, they were equal
Allah?
in every which way. Nobody was smarter
Holy
than anybody
fuck.
else. Nobody was better looking than anybody else. Nobody was stronger or quicker than anybody else.
In September 2015, Shima would randomly appear in the video 13 Inappropriate Secrets in Kids Shows, alongside Dolan.
He makes a pun about doing a snow job, and then there's Eddie's room, which is the room that parents have nightmares about. Just look at it. Tissues everywhere and innocuous white stuff on Double D's face.
What the
And in
fuck?
every scene,
What the
there's
hell did that
post-it notes
happen?
everywhere,
What?
All over the house, and on one of them it quite
The
clearly
Shalal
says,
Planet Dolan
"Don't
is
touch
halal."
yourself."
At the very end, Dolan gives a special announcement.
Danger Dolan, what super secret surprise do you have for us? Well, internet person, allow me to unveil a new YouTube channel, Super Planet Dolan. The new animation initiative featuring Q&As and music videos by Dolan, Shima, and everyone else at Planet Dolan. The animators we have on board are crazy talented, and they're working full time to bring you a new animation every single week. We'll also have a few music videos, mostly our take on well-known nursery rhymes that our younger audience might get a kick out of. We already have a bunch of videos
What
waiting
the
for you, so
fuck,
come along and
dude?
check us out. Our channel will be
What
linked
the
on
hell?
the screen and in the description box below. If you like what you see and you want more, give the
Was
new
that
channel
Flash
a
Gits?
subscribe.
That looked like
Keep
a
checking
Flash
back
Gits.
to our channel for more content, and as
Oh,
always, have a good
animation.
one.
So yeah, Shima was now going to co-host a new YouTube channel with Dolan called Super Planet Dolan, and entirely rebranded to her new persona as this pink anthropomorphic cat. She mainly posts blooper videos on her channel from this point forward.
I don't know, every time I start talking into a microphone, I start feeling really, really nervous. Why does the moonshine? Moonshine goes in your glass, and you drink it, and it peels paint off the walls. You won't see straight for 3 days.
As said in that announcement, this is strictly an animation channel geared more towards kids, and compared to that main channel, that's quite jarring. It's like if an edgy YouTuber such as Monkey Jones started a kid-oriented channel.
Yeah,
but
right?
These videos have a decent format to them, and are well made. The main series was hosted by Dolan and Shima, answering various questions, or, well, Shima would. Dolan's role was to act as the dim-witted conspiracy theorist who gives out the wrong answers, sort of like a Pinky in the Brain dynamic.
Why is the sport of football also called soccer?
There is an island in our world that houses a giant alternate reality bubble where nothing makes sense. And we call this place England. Chips are called crisps, a fanny pack is a bum bag, toilet paper is actually a bog roll, and every sport is football. We don't know why.
These videos, just like those on the Danger Dolan channel, did pretty well in views. I mean, some of these videos have tens of millions of views. I can understand why these were made from a financial incentive, as well as creatively. This seems like Dolan's true passion, a project he's now able to do with all the resources he's collected over the past year. He's got various animators and voice actors on board. Along with having lots of popularity at the time, Dolan would soon bring on more characters like Hellbent and Zaragamba, along with newer faces like Pringle the One, Nixium, Melissa, and Doopy Doo-Over. The channel is
I'll
also
post a
able to
link.
get a few guest stars as well. One of the most surprising is Boogie2988.
Oh,
yes,
shit!
The king of locals. Now this was before we knew how much of a shitty human being he was, so I guess this made sense back in 2016.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet, and today I'll be the one reading out the questions and the answers.
I'm Danger Dolan, and I'm here to blow your mind with truth.
Though even more surprising is that Moist Critical guest starred in an episode.
Wait, what is Critical?
I'm sure most of you know who this guy is. He's a pretty popular commentary and gaming YouTuber for over 16
That's
million
crazy,
subscribers. I actually became a fan of his all the way back in late 2015 due to his appearance on Super Planet Dolan. This is surprising because this dude is the complete opposite of family
Oh,
friendly,
that was
especially
fucking...
back then when his videos were like this.
Beef testosterone is just a man's man. The UFC was a flaccid penis until beef hit the scene, and now it is an erect 10-inch long penis. Here we go, let's touch gloves. Sign of respect. Come on, touch my glove. You fell for it, pussy fart. Oh, fuck. Blasted. Get on him. Oh, yeah, now we're fucking cooking. You did order the beef. Well done, didn't you? Well, I'm giving you extra rare. There it fucking is. That's not just a KO. That
No,
man
it
is
doesn't
dead.
work.
So on December 1st, 2015, he made his first appearance on Planet Dolan with the video, Do Fish Ever Get
Whoa,
Thirsty?
what
Hello
the?
there. My name is Shima, and I'll be reading out the questions and answers.
What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm here to imbue my wisdom all over you like a gentle summer breeze. Let's do this shit.
So this was before Charlie did a face reveal, and this look of Charlie being a mysterious hooded figure was seemingly designed by Pymations a few months prior.
Oh, no
His appearance
way!
here is super jarring, but that only makes
I like
it funnier.
Pymations.
What's the slowest animal on Earth?
A pet rock. I asked the rock to fetch a stick around 2 days ago, but oh no. No, it's too good for that. Well, sorry if it's cutting into your busy rock schedule. You know what my mistake was? I didn't book an appointment with the rock. No, please, don't hurt me.
Charlie would appear
No,
again on the main
fuck.
channel a little over a year later, helping to narrate a mini-series of fanfiction readings. The whole gist is that these guys would read off sexually perverse stories about each other, one of them being between
Okay,
Hellbent
well.
and Charlie.
Poppy and the demon were married now, and so was Dolan and Hellbent. Critical cries, horn. I mean home.
I'm just the outcast of this story.
I'm moving in your turf.
Just a love triangle, and I'm just a fucking loser in every regard. 8 arms, a small face, I probably have
Dude,
a
I have AIDS. It's alright, man.
Yeah, but you have level 1000 AIDS. That's like
So wait, then he was everybody's gonna feel bad for you. It's not as bad as like
I hate getting
being
old,
a
yeah.
freak, lame.
The person who wrote this is in the Discord?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you hate me?
Listen, I give you so much.
She's like your biggest fan.
I guess it's like a coming of age story, and I just get cool at the end.
Charlie would also voice Shima in the previously mentioned video about Pipe Attack.
I will end this existence for my beloved Pipe Attack, even though he did not love me back, because the angst consumes me.
His final collaboration of Dolan was in mid-2019, around the time his own channel started taking off in the mainstream. He's definitely the biggest YouTuber to have ever worked with Dolan, and not just once, but multiple times. Now, the rebrand was pretty subtle over on the main channel, with Shima, Zeragamba, and Hellbent frequently narrating more and more videos, and the newer narrators would slowly roll in towards the beginning of 2016. Now, I'm not that fond of them, but objectively, they're good narrators. Nixium was a less comedic Hellbent, who mainly narrated horror lists. Melissa and Doopy would fill Shima's role on the channel as the calming female narrator.
No!
And Prinkle was the most comedic of the bunch.
Come on, yes!
The list videos definitely got shorter and more clickbaity.
Bring the
leading
hood
to some
back for a
criticism
special
by
episode,
longtime
yeah.
fans. Dolan would address this in March of 2016 with an update video.
A lot of you have been complaining about the quality of our countdowns lately, like how some voice actors haven't been delivering lines properly, and some topics just simply aren't that interesting to watch. And you know what? I totally agree. We are listening to your feedback, and we can do better, but it's going to take time, it won't happen overnight. We're doing everything we can behind the scenes to turn
Hell
things
yeah.
around, and we could always use your feedback.
Pays on
so
soon.
hopefully we can re-earn your trust and reward all the subscribers who have stuck with us since the beginning with some awesome content. It was only about 2 years ago that this channel really took off, seemingly overnight, and ever since then, all the videos combined have generated about 1 million views every day. And that's a lot of people. An unimaginable amount, and it is scary. It's hard for me to convey what I mean, but just imagine you're playing games of football with your mates with maybe a couple of people watching, but then you show up to the field one day, and now a stadium full of people are watching you, judging you, shouting things at you, and you've had no time to prepare for it. No idea what person to listen to over the waves of noise. You're now hyper aware of every mistake you're making, and it'll descend into jeers if you're not putting out 100%. And even when you do perform well after that, the jeers continue regardless, and not just at you, but your whole team.
Oh, the jeers.
To
I thought he
point
said
where
jizz. I was like, what?
Nobody even wants to play anymore.
By this time, the Planet Dolan channel, as it was now called, was uploading a video per day, explaining why there was a shift in quality in the first place. In this video, Dolan also mentions how having a team around him has reignited his passion, explaining that this collaborative effort led him to rebranding the channel. He'd actually end up rebranding his original gaming channel to Danger Dolan, with him continuing to upload regular gaming lists until early 2018. Dolan also answers what his future plans are for YouTube.
Oh my eye.
So for the animation channel, which once again I am super invested in, we're doing a storytelling series because we're hoping to one day, maybe, possibly, potentially, nothing promised, do a cartoon, like a full-blown production one. But there are all kinds of issues with that. Like, let me just tell you that to do a high quality series like that, I mean, if we can't even put one countdown out a week that's high quality, can you imagine working on a cartoon with an episode that takes you months, that costs like probably hundreds of thousands of dollars to produce, and then you put it out there and it only earns back like a fraction? Like, you'd be broke within minutes.
Following this video, Dolan and the crew would release an April Fool's video, which pokes fun at the recent list videos they've been making.
Hey guys, I have an important announcement. Now, obviously I wasn't going to manage this channel forever. I've recently struck up a deal with Hellbent and Shima, and now they will earn 100% of this channel. This wasn't an
I mean,
easy
this is kind of
decision
like
for me or anything like
useless information. Dude, when is the controversy happen? Planet Dolan rebrand, Doopy do-over, reaching 5 million subs, the disappearance of Shima. Okay, this part I'm actually kind of interested in.
Some attentive fans have taken note of how few and far between Shima's appearances have been since spring of 2016. Her final appearance would be on September 25th in the Super Planet Dolan video, Do Penguins Have Knees?
Hey guys, this episode was the last appearance by Shima. We recorded this around about March, and it's been in production since then. Now, a lot of you have been asking, where Shima's been. She hasn't been on Twitter or her own channel or anything like that. And the simple answer is we don't really know either. We know that she's safe, but she's stopped talking to pretty much everyone. So,
I'm actually really,
she won't be
yeah,
appearing
like
in
this
any more
person just
episodes.
straight up
At
disappeared.
least
I remember
at this point,
so.
we don't think she will be. I would just like to politely ask everyone to respect their privacy. And if you see any other comments on other videos asking where Shima, just let them know that we're not really sure. And if we do hear from her again, I have sent her multiple messages, then we will let you guys know. We're really hoping to work with Shima again. She's a really amazing person, she's an amazing artist, and she's a really good friend of mine. And it really sucks that we haven't heard from her. That's about it. If you want any more information about this, always feel free to send me a message on Twitter. My handle is TheDDGuides. It's on screen now. As a personal request to you guys, I would not advise asking all of us where Shima is. It's been really hard on us. We do really miss her a lot. Anyway, that's it. We've got more episodes.
Jesus,
Planet Dolan
what
coming
fucking...
regardless.
That's
We
somber.
now have Melissa and Doopy
Okay,
and quite a big cast of Planet Dolan
okay.
now,
Fucking
so we're gonna keep
comedian over
swapping
here, I
people in
guess.
and out and just have a bit of fun. Anyway, later guys. Stay safe.
Shima has stopped appearing elsewhere too. She used to appear on Hellbent's live streams, and uploaded semi-regularly until April 2016 with our 50,000 sub Q&A video.
Once we get to 100,000, or not, whichever, I really hope that I get to do another one of these. Where, I don't know, maybe I'll talk about something else, I'm not quite sure. But, thank you so much, all of you, for listening, for being wonderful, for being who you are. So, I guess this is where I sign off. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time.
Her profile picture changed to this, weirdly enough. So, what exactly happened to her? Well, Dolan decided to make a full video discussing this topic a year later, where he seems a bit more unsure than last time.
But I'm gonna reiterate, we don't know where she is. She just vanished off the internet one day. I really hope she's okay, but none of us have heard from her.
There's definitely
And
more
look,
to
she
the
has done
story.
this before. When we get guest appearances on for SPD, that's because she'd vanished for 3 months at a time without warning, and so we'd really have to scramble because she was, one of our key writers, our key co-star, and it sucked. It sucked. There's not much you can do at that stage. I did my best to keep things going.
Now, many theories spread it up to explain what happened to her. The problem was that
Because nobody just disappears like that. Like, you're working on like a big fucking project like fucking Danger Dolan, and then just suddenly just boom, just disappear. Like, that doesn't happen. For no reason. Please fuck off. Please fuck off.
the evidence for these theories are created by crazed Planet Dolan fans, like Fancy Potato, who made an entire ARG to explain what happened to her. There were also rumors that she died, with a dead link leading to a non-existent obituary. More reasonable theories suggested that she simply left the internet, possibly due to her getting doxxed, or having to deal with the fact that gooners were drawing suggestive fan art of her.
That
Though the latter seems unlikely.
might be the case. being in furry circles, it's like you see some of the fucking art, and it's just like, dude.
Since she
the
said this
fuck,
in a
dude?
different Q&A.
Did you know that people are drawing adult art of Shima? Yes, I'm aware. Kind of hard not to be. It doesn't really bother me since I don't go looking for it, since Shima is in a way
It's
an extension
everywhere.
of myself.
It's
kind of
fucking
weird
everywhere,
seeing her
dude.
portrayed in
It's
such a
fucking
way.
crazy.
However, I know that for some people
Or
this
it
is their
was.
way
I
of
don't know. I
showing
haven't seen it in
appreciation for
fucking
the
ages.
character. And besides, this is the internet. The only thing I ask is that if you find links to those adult images, please do not post them either here or on Super Planet Dolan. Kids do watch these channels, and I don't want to inadvertently expose them to such things. Please? Thanks, guys.
What most likely happened was that Shima felt pressured by the online notoriety she received, and decided to
That
quietly
too.
leave Planet Dolan. Much of the confusion seems to come with the fact that Dolan didn't word things perfectly in his second response. He seems to know she's okay, but can't 100% confirm that without Shima herself saying it. This was addressed in a 2020 interview YouTuber Scares Theater did with Jamcat, someone who apparently worked at Planet Dolan.
It's a little difficult to comment on someone
Bro, the
without
creepypasta
directly
music
doxing
or
them,
Silent Hill,
like
Silent
we
whatever
hope
it
she's
is,
okay.
creepypasta music.
People like latched onto that as, oh, something's wrong, and it's like, but as you said, you know, we know she's safe. Well, that's because people in the Dolan crew know where she, you know, lives. So I mean, it's kind of hard to be direct about exactly what's going on without being too forthcoming to internet weirdos who would obsess about it. So I mean, I think a lot of people latched on to that too hard, where they're like, because of this one sentence, that's all the validation I need to start my whole crazy conspiracy theory.
She's not technically missing. It's just that any additional information gathered from this point forward would invade Shima's privacy, and should be discouraged. It's still a difficult situation though, with one of the main faces of the channel being absent. Sure, there were other narrators, but the only other one as recognizable was Hellbent. Now Shima wasn't the cause of Planet Dolan's eventual downfall, but was definitely a factor. On October 26, 2016, a new update video is posted to the Planet Dolan channel. Here, Dolan talks about how YouTube's recent changes have affected his videos. Having to focus on frequency and watch time has clearly made them dip in quality.
So we've been doing a lot of fat countdowns, and we feel they've had their fucking run, mate. Alright, you know, we made a video not too long ago talking about how the quality of our videos diminished, and we're trying
Okay, yeah, fading into irrelevance. Jesus.
By the time COVID came rolling around, pretty much nobody was watching Dolan's newer content. Crew members slowly stopped appearing, with Doopy making an official announcement on July 2nd, 2020. She wrote, "Thank you Planet Dolan for everything. These past few years have been life-changing, and I'm so thankful to have had the opportunity to work with you all. Thank you to the fans for all of your love and support. I hope you'll continue to support me going forward." So what has she been up to now? Well, porn. She's an OnlyFans girl now.
Bruh.
She broke up with her fiance, got into a brief squabble with LazyCast, and now begs for money on Twitter. I would continue making fun of her for this, but it's all kind of sad.
Yeah.
Super Planet Dolan was stopped uploading in November 2020, and the main channel followed suit in May 2021. People barely noticed, at least until I stepped in. In November 2021, I released the video, The Rise and Fall of Danger Dolan. It of course caught a lot of people's attention, including various crew members. Hellbent left a comment, but it's been deleted, sadly. Not sure why, but it might have something to do with the recent allegations.
So I haven't put out a video in ages, and I have a video up on my Super Planet Dolan
God,
channel.
when did those allegations come out? Because I remember that like a long time ago. That was like, don't tell me it was 2022.
About what I've been working on for the last couple of years. So we've made a lot of amazing stuff at Planet Dolan, but we've also clearly lost our way with the kind of content we're putting out. I originally set up this channel back in 2014, and a lot of you guys originally subscribed for the top 15 countdowns, and those were really fun for a while. I was writing and editing and voicing all of those. But 2014 was ages ago, and since then you just run out of topics. It's once you bring in other writers to help you out, it's hard to quality check the scripts, and basically the format was pretty done of something that you can constantly put out. So then I created a new format called Reddit Stories, featuring the Planet Dolan characters that was meant to supplement the countdowns, and originally those were really good. Those were really fun to make. And I think you guys quite enjoyed them too, but it's just over time, same problem as the countdowns. You guys aren't super into watching those anyway, so it became kind of a tired format that just kept going. right up until 2020, and that's when I really got busy with Destruna. I've had quite a long break because of Destruna now, and I pretty much needed it, definitely. So all those formats have become pretty stale. I'm interested in exploring some new things now. If any of you guys are interested actually in the history of the channel and Planet Dolan and all that, there's a video by Rob's Media that's done really well, and it's surprisingly accurate about the whole history of the channel. I was expecting it to be a video bashing the channel and everything, but it actually turned out to be really accurate, and the comments below were really wholesome as well. So it was nice to see that so many people had really fond memories of everything that we've created.
Here, Dolan mentions Destruna, a project he has been hinting at since 2020. This is the big cartoon series he had been working on, though it never fully worked out. A few days before this update video came out, Dolan released a video talking about the failure of Destruna. He mentions that this project is why he stopped uploading, as this genuinely was a passion project for him.
So, after my 2019 video about making a cartoon, I decided to invest every dollar I have and build a team to develop Destruna into
That's kind of what I want to do,
Plan was
but
always to
yeah,
release
like
this onto
obviously,
streaming
like I'm
platforms
gonna
as opposed to YouTube, which
probably
isn't really
need
the
a,
best platform for developing
a nest
whole
egg.
seasons of a cartoon. So this led to me pitching to Netflix, Crunchyroll, Cartoon Network, HBO, Paramount Plus, Nickelodeon, and Amazon. So in the pitch, I mentioned I've written and produced content on YouTube for millions of subscribers with over 2 billion lifetime views. I've headlined appearances at some of the biggest conventions across Australia, including VidCon, Supernova, and MadFest. So I'm ready to take my animated content to the next level. The question is, were we successful? Did we get the green light to make the whole show? So that's what this whole video is about. So Destruna is 6 years in the making, finding its origins in the launch of this channel, Super Planet Dolan. The last couple of years have been an absolute roller coaster, starting with nothing but a script.
Dolan then goes through the process of making Destruna, from the writing, to the designing, to the animation process. But then, COVID happened.
So, in a seething case
COVID
of
destroyed.
irony, after working from home on YouTube,
So much shit, dude. I remember like being so hyped for like so many like indie projects, and then COVID just fucking annihilated like so many like independent projects. It's so sad.
For 7 years straight, Melbourne, Australia suffered the worst, strictest, and longest lockdown in the world. So by April 2020, our office was deserted. 1 month after we signed the lease and had begun work. For 2 years straight, we would work from home, then briefly be back in the office, then ping pong back home. It crippled our productivity and it damaged morale, but we never gave up during this. In fact, the mere creation of the pilot is a solid testament to the tenacity and the ingenuity of the team.
Now, the most surprising part of this pilot is the voice cast. Dolan got Sarah Ann Williams, David Hayter, and Tom Felton.
That sounds familiar, David Hayter.
Draco Malfoy is in a freaking Danger Dolan production. Oh, and Dolan mentions wanting to get Charlie to voice a character, if future episodes were to be made, though Dolan got word that Tulip, one of his writers, passed away in April 2021.
Oh, that's sad.
Once the pilot was finished, Dolan and the crew spent months pitching it to various streaming platforms, to, sadly, no avail. Much of this had to do with how small the crew was, as it was not an official production, and this led to money issues.
So before now, the bank had always been happy to offer loans knowing that we planned to pitch to platforms. But now they pulled the rug out. Our last request for a loan top-up to take us the full 6 months was denied. The expense of running an office and keeping everyone employed is steep, even with a small team.
For solid state.
Another lockdown had begun, and this one was the biggest one yet. 4 or 5 months, just endless.
Oh god, I have to do this fucking treasure hunt bullshit.
We still had options, but things were getting dicey. We had to sell Destruna by the end of the year, or we are done. So each month becomes more desperate than the last.
Voice actress Christina V tried to link Dolan to Netflix Australia, though they never got back to him. Dolan had to shut down his new company, giving his employees a 2-week notice.
I decided to make a decision to just sell my house. I ordered boxes to pack up everything. Just couldn't hold on anymore. I could have held on a little bit longer, but I was like, this isn't worth it. I'd already been umming and ahhing about this for ages now, and no words can really describe how disheartening it is to see just the morale flatline to this extent. The only light on the horizon is the potential for a Destruna deal with a platform, like Netflix. Otherwise, it feels like all of this was for nothing. So I moved out of my house officially and moved to an apartment, which was just very depressing. We were finally out of lockdown, yay, but our office was empty now because no one could keep working, so it's pretty meaningless. And yeah, things have been free since then, but we still just couldn't.
That
get
is
back,
just
so.
so
It's
like
a really depressing video that never ends with a happy ending.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm sitting here thinking, I'm thinking about like how many people could say they have made it right in YouTube. Like not that many people, but then like Dolan literally had it all, and then just like COVID just like destroyed everything, and it's just like fucking hell. It's like so sad because it sounds like I mean I hope he's like. I hope there's nothing comes up that like shows that he's like a shit person, but like he comes off as like a really genuine, nice person. And it just like to know that that happened to him is just so fucking, it's demoralizing, honestly. Fuck off.
Dolan is worse off because of this project.
Deserved so much better. Yeah.
This all sounds like a fun underdog story where like you're sure to win and like sure to succeed and everything like through all this hardship, but life really isn't that way. And being stuck in debt and having the last 2 years wasted doesn't really sound great to me, but you know, at this point I'm obsessively checking my phone for emails every day, hopefully from Netflix. I can't sleep, you know, I'm just keep rolling over and I'm looking at my phone imagining to get an email that says congratulations, or it might be like we like it but we're gonna pass. Yeah, if the pitch is unsuccessful, we don't really get a second shot. Platforms don't let you come back with the same idea.
That's so
that
sad.
would be it for Destruna. You know, we all have to move on, and it really all comes down to this. It comes
Well,
down to whether or not we're greenlit.
I would say this too. It's probably like a product of just not knowing when to quit, because like Dolan, you can see at some point like it just became a drag, right? They were just dragging their feet, but like they kept pushing themselves to the limit, kept trying to push out content, and it's just like it felt like just like you're squeezing out the last bit of like toothpaste out of a toothpaste bottle, right? Or some shit. It's just like you're trying to get that last tiny fucking drop, and it's like when you really should have just been like saving up and like, you know, plotting out properly. Like YouTube, very, very, while there aren't that many success stories with YouTube, considering the vast amount of channels that try to succeed and are failing, fucking I don't know how to explain it, but like very few people can make it work for a lifetime, right? You look at people like Matt, Pat, or like Markiplier, right? Their channels are set up in a way where it's like they always have content to cover. They always have stuff to deliver. But with Dolan, it's like you're a countdown thing. Eventually, you're going to run out of ideas to count down stuff. And then it's like, you know, you have to adapt. And he just didn't adapt quick enough. And like, just that's what happened. He just slowly croaked. And it's like, it's sad because like there was like a lot of talent and a lot of passion behind that project. And to know that like, it really, the Danger Dolan shit should have really ended, probably in like 2018 or 2019, like before COVID, right? I mean, well, you can't really anticipate something like COVID happening, but like by that point, before COVID hit, it was already like on its last legs, and you should have been like, all right, this is when I need to like pull out of the Danger Dolan shit and like move into a more permanent industry or some shit, something like that, something that has longevity.
Now at the end of the Destruna video, Dolan announces his next plan, becoming a VTuber.
So now that I'm more free, I've got some VTubing content coming out immediately, using the same technology as Destruna. The plan was always to return to YouTube when Destruna became more self-sustaining, but if we're being...
It was too ambitious. I think that's the problem. That's the problem. He was too ambitious with Destruna. That was like way too ambitious of a project to take on. Fuck. I feel so sad for him, dude. Because like I have the same passion as him. Like I want to eventually make like a comic or something like that, or like an animated thing. I eventually want to make some kind of like media show thing, right? Like involving characters in a story. But by the time I do that, everything is going to be fleshed out, and it's just purely going to be a passion project. There's not going to be any plan for it to be like a franchise or anything like that, or something that just keeps going on and on and on. There's a start and an end, and after the end, that's it. There's nothing else after that. I generally know how I want to end it, but the middle parts, and I've been just so distracted with like YouTube and other scripting fucking bullshit. I haven't really had, I haven't really like put any time into it recently, but I do eventually want to do that, and to hear that this is basically what happened to Dolan. It's like, fuck, dude, that kind of like makes me worried a little bit. It would have been better if the Struno was a comic and say, yeah, exactly, just make it a fuck, because it's way more fucking cheaper to produce that. And number two, well, I mean, the comics are really like a different industry, or it's a different demographic, right? Like I don't know. Like the people who watch animations aren't the same people that read comics, you know? It's like a different demographic of people, so it's going to be harder to figure that out. But it should have been cheaper, and it's like because my passion project is like I honestly, it's stupid as fuck, but I honestly don't fucking care if it's successful, right? I just want to do it just to do it, just to have that story out there, because I really want that story out there. Man.
Told we can't work on that, then so be it. You know, I'll put all my work and attention into a platform that doesn't need permission to post content.
These VTube videos are extensively reaction videos of Dolan's VTube avatar in the corner of the screen.
Oh
it's
no,
like
that
Sniper
looks
Wolf,
so
but
bad.
only slightly better.
Shit.
What do you do with this? And they have like a whole knife embedded in it. How do you drink this?
Oh my god, it's so awful
look at
looking.
it. It's so intimidating. Do you eat it or do you drink it?
But the main difference between the two is Leah's appeal. Her annoying voice appeals to
about
kids,
Danger Dolan?
and her looks appeal to gooners. Dolan has neither here. He seems to mainly be relying on the YouTube algorithm and his old fan base. What hurt these chances is that after about a week of doing this,
and then there's just no
Dolan moved to
passion.
an entirely new channel called
there's just no passion behind that. It's just like you're I mean, you're obviously doing it for money at that fucking point. It's like there's no magic, and it's like that. That's why people liked the Danger Dolan in the first place, because there was like personality and emotion behind it, or not emotion. Like he was clearly having fun with it, but this is just like, it's just desperate. It comes off as desperate, right?
Called PDV, and he enlisted the VTuber videos that were on his main channel. Despite making YouTube shorts and posting significantly, this venture failed to catch on.
So here we see an old man that has been photoshopped to become an egg. So to achieve true Zen, to become a wise old man, you must become the egg. It's what we all aspire to become one day. Not me though. I like not being an egg.
While the channel did gain around 19,000 subscribers, most of its videos failed to surpass that. After April 2022, the channel stopped, with the description claiming that this was an experiment of some sort. Definitely a failed experiment, I have to say. In late 2022, Dolan would announce a second season of Super Planet Dolan.
God, that's so
featuring
sad.
a brand new co-host, Darlink.
Dolan has awakened to find the Planet Dolan crew have gone missing, and the mysterious presence of a new character, Darlink, here to answer all of his burning questions.
You overslept, Mr. D, for a long, long time.
How long has it been?
It's been 2 years.
Oh yeah, that's about average for me.
Now, a big draw for this new season was the mystery elements, with Dolan slowly but surely figuring out where the other crew members were. Also, he needs to find out who exactly this Starlink person is.
I don't think there's anything wrong with doing content to make money. It just depends on what kind of brand you want to give yourself and how much fun you're having. Yeah, exactly. Like, it seems like this whole like comeback was like out of passion too. Like I mean, well, it really depends, because I see like the good animation. I'm like, ooh, there's like passion here, but it's like, I don't know. It could also be desperate too. It's like desperate to like make payments and shit or whatever.
Now, most of the crew had moved on at this point, so this was just an in-universe way to explain their absence. Most of these episodes failed to attract any attention, besides the ones mentioning Shima. Dolan decided to make a new video addressing her disappearance, though not much new information was given. It was just a more thorough explanation of the old drama, with Hellbent making a guest appearance.
Hellbent? Where's Shima?
I have no idea. I didn't chop her into pieces and bury her in my backyard, that's for sure.
What?
I said I don't know where she is!
The only interesting thing to note is an email that Shima had left him after her first brief disappearance.
She talks about how she was having a bit of family life trouble that caused her to put a pause on work. She's been hesitant to mention it because she didn't know what is or isn't appropriate to discuss socially in the workplace that might explain her absence.
For the love of the game,
in
yeah, they're
times
not.
of stress, Shima's natural reaction
Well,
is to fall in.
I think it's half and half. I think Nick doesn't do it for the love of the game. Although I could tell, because I think me and Nick share this same sort of share the same sort of thing. We like getting into shit flinging contests to some extent. We enjoy like the drama that we get involved in and shit like that. So it's probably that. Like that's why Nick is still kicking, because he was like, you know, whatever new retarded shit can I get involved in. Oh. That's the part that I like about fucking doing streaming and shit like that, because occasionally fucking drama happens and it's funny. But yeah. No, yeah, Nick doesn't do it for the love of the game. Cuz I mean, he's talked about it publicly. He's like he has like a job on the side. Like an actual career. That's where he makes his I mean, he probably makes just as much money with YouTube as he does with his job. I mean, like, I don't know what he fucking does, right? I mean, I could be 100% wrong about that. I probably am. But, yeah. Like, he probably does YouTube for fun, I guess.
On herself and close off from everyone.
Or it's just like a
says
side
that
hustle,
She really wants
really.
to keep working with me and everyone else at Planet Dolan, that nothing this good or amazing has ever happened to her, and she's trying to correct her bad habits to not screw the opportunity over. She says sorry, and she'll do her best to make up for it.
A year later, Dolan decided to bring back the Shima character of a new voice actress.
No,
played
you
by
can't
Shima
do
Prime.
that. That's
Hello there. My name is Shima.
That's
the pink
kinda
cat from
fucked.
Planet Dolan. It's been a while, hasn't it?
That's kind of fucked. That's kind of fucked. Wait. That's a little mean. That's a little mean to like the real person who's behind Shima or whatever the fuck. Like, cause like that's their character. You're just kind of like yoink. I'm doing what like okay.
You're probably wondering where I've been all this time and what happened to my voice. To be honest, I've actually wondered the same thing. I guess it's a bit of a long story.
The decision was met with mixed to positive reception, though it didn't have the impact Dolan was hoping for. A new channel was launched with this new Shima character, gaining nearly 40,000 subs, though it hasn't
Jeez.
uploaded in almost a year. Same with the Super Planet Dolan channel, with its last upload being on January 20th, 2024. Dolan has yet to give any updates since then, as his Twitter account has been inactive since late 2023. It's unknown what happened, though reading the comments of this last video make it clear that this may have something to do with the allegations regarding Hellbent.
Well, that's shit. Oh, here we go.
On February
Creepypasta.
21st, 2024,
music.
a former crew member of Planet Dolan came forward with accusations against Hellbent. Mandy, who previously went by Sharpie, was 15 years old at the time she started talking of Hellbent, who was at least in his 30s. Now her
Jesus.
thread is long, so I'll mainly be reading the important posts. The first is in response to a now deleted post.
I can't
asking
remember if
people
it
about
was
their last relationship. I was groomed.
I can't remember if the evidence was like actually damning or not. But I remember it was enough to like it was enough to shake everything
by
up.
YouTuber / voice actor named Hellbent. I tried to take some sort of legal action, but nothing ever came from it. I'm heavily damaged from it because it started when I was 16 and ended when I was 22. I can assure you as well, this isn't made up. You can ask me for evidence. But like I said, nothing's come from
You
it.
can ask
so I doubt
me
it'll
for
ever be
evidence?
taken care of. He's an abusive manipulator and I hate him. He ruined a good 5 years of my life and I'll never be the same again. The first screenshot she shares shows Hellbent talking to her friend after Sharpie left him. Hellbent debates the intricacies of the age of consent, which is a massive red flag.
Whoa,
Oh, and he admits that
okay.
he loved her when she was 17. In another set of Discord messages, Hellbent tries to establish boundaries, clearly in regards to flirting. I want to slap my dick all over your face and...
Okay,
dude,
well,
what the
I
fuck?
mean,
She's
okay,
16,
never mind. That's
freak.
pretty bad.
He blocked me a while back too, and the second screenshot is him being a
Jesus.
weird creep to my best friend in
Fucking
order to
hell.
manipulate them against me at the time, which was May 2022. Hellbent also lies about
That's
my
a nail
age
in
there
the
as
fucking
well, as
coffin,
what
yeah,
happened between us
holy.
sexually. The last messages I received from him never replied back. Then next, here's him being a creep to my friends Katie and Manila post-breakup. Here he's begging for mercy, seemingly admitting guilt. Now this evidence is pretty damning, but what's even more damning is Hellbent's response, or lack thereof.
Oh shit.
Literally
Yep.
the day these posts came
The Chris
out,
Imposter
Hellbent just
response.
stopped posting on the internet. No more tweets, no more streams, and no more YouTube videos. He's just done, and it's probably for the best. It's so weird seeing all the little hints, like this bizarre interaction from
God, it's like I don't like living in a world where people like that get to like snake away. I don't like that. I don't fucking like that. I think these people should be forced to like be, I think these people need to be strapped into a fucking chair and forced into fucking making a response. Like actually answer for what the fuck you
and
did.
her announcing their relationship around the time she would have turned 18. Here's a screenshot from a phone call they had around the same time. Hellbent is done. Bro just had to raise up teenagers. He took the route of Dr. Disrespect. Sad
Yeah.
to see.
Jesus.
At this point, Punit Dolan is dead. It's most likely not coming back, and multiple recent failures under their belt.
don't
Along with one of the
fucking say
brand's
that, dude.
biggest names being outed as a pedophile. Deep down, this all really saddens me. Danger
Yeah,
Dolan
it's
was one of
just-
the first YouTube channels I watched regularly. Dolan himself posted consistently, bringing in loads of new viewers that would stick around. The expansion to Punit Dolan made sense, but I think the changes were too sudden and drastic. Within a 6-month period, Danger Dolan went from a typical list channel
Hellbent
to
to
a
get that
multi-channel
kid.
company that did animated videos. The amount of narrators doubled, making the brand feel less personal. It wasn't just some dude talking about weird facts. It was a whole ass team. I think the first few additional narrators are great, but by 2016, things got excessive. By the time Punit Dolan reached 5 million subs and Shima had departed, many weren't as interested in the channel. Where to go from here? Dolan did try some new things, but by 2018, the low views drove many away. This
God,
led to
it's just
Dolan trying
so-
something completely different.
Oh god, it's like an actual fucking tragedy, dude. Because like it's like it seems like he was like a genuine fucking guy, and he gets fucked. He gets fucked because like COVID really like was like just raped him. It just literally raped him, dude. Like, and it's just like all you could see like the passion slowly die and like fizzle out, but it's like he's still kicking. It's like a corpse that refuses to die or some shit. Or it's almost like going hollow in fucking Dark Souls. It's just like just a husk of what it used to be, and just oh my god. But you can see like the legacy left behind, and you're like, no. Oh, it's so fucking sad, dude. I used to watch Planet Dolan a long time ago, but I didn't know any of this. I just remember like slowly but surely just not watching Dolan anymore. I might even still be subbed to the fucking channel. I just kind of slowly stopped watching. Hold on, I'm actually kind of curious. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, well fuck. I don't know why I unsubbed, but
different, making
I
an
just stopped
animated
watching.
series separate from his channels. When this failed, Dolan had to go back to doing YouTube. This also failed because most subscribers were inactive and had no interest in the brand anymore. The YouTube ecosystem had changed significantly by then.
Yeah,
People were
fucking
down to
hell.
watch animated fact videos.
Oh yeah, it's like the current demographic of YouTube. It's like, yes, give me like short slop, fucking inject it into my brain, inject this fucking like this junk food, this liquefied junk food into my fucking brain. Like no one wants quality content anymore unless it's like horror. Like that's the only fucking community left on YouTube that actually has like some like huge passion behind it, and like that's the horror, like online horror community has like a shit ton of passion because you have like analog horrors and stuff like that. You got all these passion projects, like and even on TikTok you got like the infected like AU fucking fan story bullshit. That's like it's corny as fuck, but some of it is like really interesting. Like well, at least the art and the concept is like really interesting. Like that, the passion in that place is still alive and well, but it's just like when it comes to like regular like content creators, it's fucking dead. It is fucking dead. It is so sad.
The boring VTube reaction videos. If they did, there were other channels who did it better. The Hellbent allegation seemed to be the final straw on a long list of bad happenings. There's still a chance that Dolan could come back, but it would have to be under some sort of rebrand. Maybe try making more elaborate lists.
No, I think it's dead. I think it's dead. I don't think like what would be the point of coming back now, right? What would be the point of coming back now? Like, it would have to be, no, when he says a rebrand, no, like a complete, like, throw away the Dolan name. You have to start from fucking scratch with an entirely new identity. Like, and it's not because the name Danger Dolan is tainted or anything like that, but it's like, you have to, like, you have to shed your, like, former self or whatever the fuck. You have to become something different. Because, like, people associate Danger Dolan with, like, the countdowns and the animations and all that fucking shit. And it's like, if you were to come back doing completely different content under that name, it's like, as you just saw with the VTubing thing, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work, right? And plus, that audience that wants that kind of content is just not there anymore. Like, you have to invent a completely new identity.
Videos on the main channel. This could either bring back nostalgic viewers like myself, or garner a new audience. Currently, I have no idea what Dolan is doing now. Maybe he's trying to pitch to Struna again. I have no idea what else. It seems like the only path he wants to take. But for now...
You know what's the saddest part? He's probably working some dead-end 9 to 5 that he hates. Paying the bills, living in an apartment. Like, with himself or, like, with a girlfriend or some friends and shit. Like, that's probably his life. Like... And it's just like, to know a guy reached, like, such greatness and, like, is now relegated to that is just, like, just fucking sad. Well, I mean, it's like, I mean, you can't stay forever, really. Like, once you get your success, it's at some point you gotta, like, take your leave. Like, I've seen this problem happen, especially with, like, animations. I've seen it, like, where people overstay their welcome. And it's not like people wanted Danger Dolan to disappear or go away or fade away or turn into the husk that it is. But it's like, eventually, like, people, it was just tiring. Eventually, it was just tiring, right? And at that point, you should just, like, okay, let me work on one final send-off and then leave it there. Like, that's what MatPat did. MatPat did is, like, here's one final send-off, one final hoorah. I'll still be around, but, like, generally speaking, I'm fucking retiring from this, you know, shit, generally speaking. It's just sad, dude.
The Pundit Dolan channels remain deserted, filled with older videos that probably inspired many future YouTubers in the same way it partially inspired
Short
me.
analog
I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good one!
Oh, man. Oh, don't do that to me, dude. Don't fucking do that. Don't do that. Have a good one. Don't do that. Do not fucking do that to me. Oh my god, and he's playing the music too, dude. Oh my god. You're like stabbing me in my fucking heart, dude. Fucking hell. Oh god. That kills me. That actually fucking kills me. It's 9:53. I said I was gonna play fucking... God damn it. I'm gonna say probably say for tomorrow, because I woke up a bit later than I wanted. Yeah, I was gonna play Monster Hunter with Noah and whoever else would show up. Sucks, man, dude. Yeah, it fucking blows. But I mean, it is what it is, and it should be like shown as like a cautionary tale. Really, it's like YouTube isn't forever. It's not forever. You should always have you should always have a plan A that isn't YouTube. YouTube should always be like your plan B side hustle fucking shit. Cause, well, not always. I mean, like when you're someone like Markiplier, you can reasonably rely on YouTube, right? You can reasonably rely on that consistently putting out for you. But very, 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 very few people can say that. Very few people can say that that it's put out for them, right? Or like or very few people can say like, yeah, YouTube's my career. And like have it actually be their career and not just like, oh, I'm making a lot of money right now. And it's like, well, are you going to make a lot of money in a year? In 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Are you still going to be doing this in 3 to 4 years? Because I feel like most people just kind of do YouTube in the moment and like they make really, really good money and they think, oh, the money's just always going to be there. No, you have to like anticipate what is, you have to be actively anticipating what is the demographic going to be in a year. Like at some point I'm going to have to change and adapt and do something different, right? And Markiplier did that because he honestly did the smart thing, right? And this is why Danger Dolan was largely successful too, is because like making a YouTube channel surrounded by a personality, no matter really no matter what you do, you're always going to have some kind of audience there following you along, right? But it's just like Dolan is just like he went away for too fucking long to work on Destruna. And like people just kind of stopped watching. And it's because like his concept was so simple too. He's like, oh, he's a countdown channel thing, right? And it's like he probably should have aspired to do something more than just countdowns. Because like the countdown shit was never going to have longevity. I mean, even iceberg videos were fucking huge. Like at the start of 2020. And now nobody's really fucking doing it. Nobody's really making iceberg videos anymore. Now it's like it's some other fucking bullshit that people are doing. But I mean, that just really shows like how volatile the whole thing is. Like the whole, how volatile the whole demographic is, or algorithm, I guess. YouTube algorithm is. It sucks. It sucks. I mean, what can you do? That's honestly why, like, YouTube genuinely is, like, for me, it's like, it's just a fucking hobby. Like, I don't really care to make money off of this fucking shit. I do it for fun, really. I do it for the love of the game. You know what I mean? Don't forget that everything of blank explanation video. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, those videos are blowing up. No, I've seen, like, these particular, videos. Fuck. Hold on. I'm looking. What the Keffels is live?
Because what I want to do today is I want to play a game with all of you.
What?
How many of you are familiar with the game Buckshot Roulette?
Is she fucking... No! 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 No!
I did for gore.
She was supposed to stay gone. No!
I've been gone for over a year. I don't know how any of this works anymore. I've been like my streaming setup is like super mega scuffed.
No!
I don't know how much of a delay
she was supposed to stay gone.
This is the second stream I've done.
We're gonna have content. Wait,
the first
hold on.
one was a test.
It really
stream.
depends.
I did it on Twitch.
It really depends on how long, or how if this is permanent. It really depends on how this stream goes.
I decided to just go with YouTube.
It really depends on how this stream goes.
You're not familiar with Buckshot.
We're gonna have content for so. Holy fuck! Fuck A-logging tipster. We're A-logging Keffels. Fuck it.
I'm not gonna be playing Buckshot Roulette. You're going to be playing Buckshot Roulette.
Oh, she's gonna do the Twitch thing?
Every action in this game is gonna be taken by chat. That's how I want to do it.
Oh,
I think this is gonna
no.
be really fun. But I need to remember how.
But I need to tell some
How the
people.
polling system works.
I need to tell some people. Fuck. Where do I? I'm gonna go to the COVID center.
Okay. /help gives me okay. Okay.
No fucking way, dude. Oh god, she's gonna pretend. She's gonna try so hard to like.
Did that work?
The drama can start ramping up for 2025. Hell yeah. Oh god. Oh no.
How the hell do polls work? Okay. Alright.
Her Discord is still live? What the fuck is this? Is this Cowboy Ray? Oh no, it is. I remember. I remember like the color names. Oh my fucking god. How long is she gonna be streaming for? I want to get drunk. Man, fuck you, Keffels. I wanted to go on VR chat and get fucking drunk.
I got a poll. It it didn't work correctly, but I got a poll working.
Hold on. I need to tell I don't have any DMs with Kristen Ark, but I feel like
Wait,
I feel like he would
lag?
I feel like he needs to know
Delay's 20
this.
seconds.
I
can
feel like he
fix
needs
that,
to
but I'm gonna
know
have to
this.
restart the stream. Okay.
Wait, no, I'm in his server, am I not?
We knew this would be.
I am.
Well, I knew this would be scuffed. I just gotta figure out why it's scuffed and how to make it unscuffed. Let's see. Output.
What is this chat?
Cause I can just like restart the stream, but I gotta figure out why is there a delay?
God, fucking kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Dude, like,
Oh, okay, I see. So with the
Oh,
video
God.
with the encoder preset, I can go from P7.
How long
which
do
is
I want to
slowest
say?
but
Dude,
best
I want to go
quality,
on
or
VR
to
chat,
P1,
bro.
which is fastest but lowest quality, and anything in between. Do I even have mods anymore? Yeah, I still have mods.
Yeah, I
feel
still
need to
I
get
still
more
have
mods.
I still have dick suckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
Tipster? Wait, no, I can't comment because
think
fuck,
I'm
I
gonna
can't
set
comment
it
because she's gonna
at
immediately know, I think.
P3, fast but low quality.
She's boring as ever.
Okay. Applied. All right. All right. Now we gotta see. Did that fix it?
A logger.
Is the delay still 20
I
seconds?
can't. I want to go and party and talk to randoms.
Do I have to like actually end the stream again and then restart the stream?
Weren't you like
Everyone
a professional
refresh the
streamer?
stream and let me know.
How the fuck?
We gotta fix the delay before we can go ahead. Is it 20 seconds? Someone said.
How did you ever make it? How did you ever fucking make it?
Yes, and I actually don't know.
Like the old days? You don't understand how much I like.
So just type something in chat and
Party.
tell me how long it takes for it to show up on screen, and then I'll know what the delay is.
Professional scammer.
But
Oh,
make sure
yeah,
you
yeah.
refresh
She
your stream before
prioritizes
you
that
leave.
and stuff. Yeah.
Seems fine. Are we good?
YouTube chat is for losers. Go to keffels.gg. Oh no! Oh no! Wait, I can't. I can't go. I can't go to keffels.gg because like that'll. I think. Well, I mean, no, my email.
All right, fuck
it's,
it.
It's the same. It's the same email associated with my
Okay.
fucking YouTube channel. I think so. I was thinking like, oh no, they might dox me or whatever the fuck. She's refreshing. Oh my fucking god! I cannot wait to hear about this. I cannot wait to hear the fucking reaction.
I'm restarting again. I'll see you all in a sec.
Hold on, let me see. What is Dickers doing?
Okay, we are back.
Listen, I'm just saying. I think there was like some interesting elements to it. You're undermining.
We're back.
You're not, there's more value to it than you're putting on.
Chat.
Yeah,
Chad, do you
okay,
see
yeah,
me?
I got told that Keffels is back. Resi told
Is
me.
it better?
Dickers,
Did we fix it?
Just admit that you're raped, dude.
Wait, she made an announcement. Wait, how did Dickers already know? She literally just went live, like 10 minutes ago. Give links.
Did we
Holy
fix it?
fuck, she is so fucking boring. She's like me when I'm locked the fuck into
delay
a fucking game. And I just sit there. Actually, it's probably more entertaining when I'm locked into a game and I just don't say anything.
Slightly better. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna turn it off.
That's the
and
link
I'm
to
going
her
make it
shop.
even-
What the fuck is she doing? What the fuck? Bro, what?
Slower.
Oh, slower than usual. We need to go slower. We need to.
Okay. Refresh your damn stream. Type something in the chat. How's the delay?
How's the delay? You're delayed. you're delayed. You're delayed in real life.
Is the delay bad? It's only 10 seconds. I don't even know what the standard delay is for a stream. 7 seconds?
How the
7
fuck?
seconds? Down to 10 seconds.
How the fuck can anybody still be in her chat and supporting her? That is so fucking crazy to me. That is so insane. Hold on, I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna check Twitter, see if anybody said anything. This is so fucking crazy, dude. It's like, dude, all these people that are in her chat right now are just fucking suckers. You are all suckers, okay? I don't fucking feel bad for anybody who's gonna get fucking who's gonna get scraped for every fucking dime that they have from this bitch. I don't feel bad if anybody loses their fucking money.
What is with the setup with the video of you overlaying the I don't know what do you talk? What does that mean?
This is what cocaine does to your brain, yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh, my nose, it's just... Oh.
I'm
Chris,
so confused.
Chris literally just tweeted, oh no, they came back.
This is gonna have to be good enough, but now I have to... Give me a sec.
What the fuck disgusting logo was that? That looks disgusting to look at.
Okay. Okay, I consulted with my sources, and things are...
What are people saying on
things are
Twitter?
poggers.
I need to see real quick.
Let's
Well,
play the
I'm
CD
probably
game.
I'm gonna leave to go on VR chat and do my fucking
Now
thing.
we're gaming.
What the fuck is this? Wait.
Let's get this chat in the correct position.
Okay. Enjoy whoever is gonna fucking aim like this. What the fuck is this, dude? What the fuck is this? So fucking stupid, dude. I'm hella lost. Keffels is back. Unfortunate news. Hitler has been revived, or like Hitler came back. Wait, what is the fucking meme? Where's that fucking meme? Hitler is back. And other dudes, Hitler is back. He's back. Oh my god, dude. Fucking kill me. What the fuck? Hold on, one more thing. Let's go. Alright. Well, bye-bye. I'm gonna go get drunk now.